Okie dokie, Yawazokis. It is time to resume the battle. Um, you guys have come through many days of travel through the Searing Channel, which involved, you know, navigating the harsh, terrifying, sort of reality warping nature of the Searing Channel. It's become quite a different place since last you had been here, Qiro. A lot more nightmarish, a lot more, well, frankly, a lot more hard to describe. Like the world is eating itself. And sure enough, thanks to the prudent sea charge precautions done by Ember, as alerted by Drystrom, blowing up the skellies that were sort of scraping the side of the thing. A combat was avoided. I always like to bring that up. I think it's fun. When I'm a player and I learn that I like save the party from encounter, I think that's always fun to hear. So, but anyway, save the party from encounter, and instead, the captain and her husband required no help because they came in severely underarmed. The priests of the Kraken came in and were like, "Turn around or die." And she's like, and blew, and strapped them to the front of the ship as a sort of "fuck you" to the oncoming danger that is the Kraken Overlord. Within this Kraken's great psionic power, most of your crew, many things happen. Most of your crew is killed. All of you suffered visions. Each of you also suffered an offer of something that involved an eye, broken mirrors, a dagger hilt. Yeah. And you guys are like, this is weird. Absolutely not. Which was fair. Push came to shove, and as you guys were deeper yet still into, you had came to the belly of the beast lair of the true Kraken, and this insane warped Kraken attacked. The mad Kraken Abaritos has struck. Struck so hard, in fact, that Qiro was not knocked from the ship, but was fucking wrist rocketed into the deeps of the Searing Channel, and was guided hence by the drowned, lost sailors who had dared the Searing Channels, who dragged Qiro down into the crushing depths beneath, and was presented finally the subject of her visions, the silver pearl trident, the vestige of the Wild Mother and the Raven Queen brought together. Offered to her, she took it. She was struck down by it first and foremost by a mysterious raven figure. And then when risen back to the surfaces of passing through ice and deep and darkness back into life, has come back bound, attuned, and ready to fight with the trident of the drowned below. So we're going to put you back on the ship, Qiro, because you would have surfaced and landed. We're ready to keep fighting on the ship. The psionic wave of the Kraken, however, did dispose of the dangerous deceit of her crew, save your father, who is alive but not doing well, and your mother, who is all of the perfectly suited for any situation that doesn't involve etiquette. Anyway, with that, let us return to the battle. So, as a reminder, you guys have a number of tentacles to deal with, and so far, one has been destroyed, freeing Drystrom from her bounds. There are 3 tridents left, and of course, the big fishy face of the Kraken itself. Drystrom, you are up to... Oh, yeah, you're up to bat. We just had the Kraken turn. So you flew up on your last turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, it's so not a good idea, but it's definitely Dryceren's idea, so I'm gonna fly in its face.
All right, you go. Hello. Are you disengaging from the tentacle?
Um, Let me check Step of the Wind really quick.
I believe you
Because
can
I think
bonus action disengage without spending any focus points,
I believe so too.
or you can spend one and
No.
gain the dash as well.
Yes. I'll spend one because I disengage and dash, and my jump is doubled, but that doesn't matter because I have wings.
All right. How fast are you?
With my movement and Step of the Wind, 120.
All right, without issue. Um, he's moving around a lot because he's a big fish. You have extended range with your what type of yeah. So
15 feet.
15 feet? Yeah, I would
Yep.
have. He's moving around a lot, but we'll cut the difference and say like 10 feet, so you're well within range. You fly up, you're within 10 feet of it. You can come in with all of the lightning and thunder you wish.
Oh, no, no. No, no. Lightning didn't do anything last time. Dryson learned her
Oh,
lesson. She's
right,
burning this shit.
right, okay. Fire now, all right. You take all that
Yeah.
lightning and you kind of disincorporate it as much as you can into something that more resembles a fire than an actual bolt of light. If you're, I will say this: if you're going for theme, like thematically, you haven't tried thunder yet. No one's done any thunder to the guy.
No one's done thunder. But also, that's okay if she gets. You know what? She's actually going to take her action to activate the belts. She's going to go Storm
Hey,
Avatar.
you
She's getting
you.
closer and going Storm Avatar. That's what she's doing.
All right, you fly in with great speed and you focus. The belt sort of surges and you kind of and the bolt of lightning shoots down from the sky, crashes into you, and rather than fry you, the belt turns it into a conduit of power for you, and Drycerin becomes like a foot taller, like several inches added to the arms, like arm measurements, just absolute beasted out, lightning crackling across Drycerin, looking ever more. Yeah, you guys might know Crocus from Divergence, where he's like this, like hunched, like monstrous alligator-looking sort of dragonborn. Maybe Drycerin now looks like this, like hulking, like fucking lizardy, like dragon storm monster now. Incredible, looking more like a dragon than ever.
Can I flavor that her spiritual wings get crackly with lightning too? Because usually they're
Absolutely.
because usually they're just spectral wings that she's got, but like I feel like with this activating, they get like electricified.
Yeah, hell yeah. We'll say that your wings get like even bigger and like wider, and like they could wrap around you and create shields for you if you ever need it. So you become as like monstrous, strong, and mighty and lightning surging a dragonborn as a dragonborn could ever be. Very cool. You He-Man out. Do you say like I have the power or like I am the storm? What, is there like a catchphrase or something cool that happens?
I feel like as Jason like gets there, she's like, "I'm done with your fucked up lightning bullshit. I'm gonna show you what a real storm looks like."
Yeah, all right, yeah. You're like, I'll show you what a real storm looks like. Bolt comes down, and you become the eye of the storm. You become the lightning inside of all blue dragons. You are the true storm in all of this madness. Hell, fucking yeah. All right, incredible. So is that all?
That's all my action economy. Yeah.
Understood. Um, okay, we are going to hold off on the legendary action because he's just going to be like, whoa! You see like a chibi squid, and he's like, whoa! I wish I was the true storm. But it's Kiro's turn. Kiro, you are up to bat. You have surged forth, trident in hand. Everyone has like a little, oh, like a little faint wow. What do you?
So you said I'm back on the deck of the ship, right?
Yeah, we'll say you like you were like propelled up and you landed like where maybe where you stand. If
Okay.
that works for you.
Yeah.
Unless there's some like where you want to be, maybe.
No, I was just trying to figure out the closest tentacle to, like, if I'm on the ship, the closest tentacle to the ship. Cause, ow.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to like be shot up with such power that you end up like landing on the mast and you're like doing like the Jack Sparrow versus Davy Jones like balancing up there like real pirate shit?
That would be tremendous, actually. That would be really fun.
All right, sick. So this,
She has the athletics to make it work.
yeah, roll me athletics, to make it work, man.
See. Um 27
I think
altogether.
that will be wherever you want to land. Is there anywhere on this ship that you would like to land?
Actually, the mast that's the furthest back, is that like a there are
Like
two
that one?
crow's nests, right? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so like
Can
this
I
guy right
land?
here.
Yes. Can I land on the lower one?
Yeah, that would be the lower one. Yeah.
Perfect. Can I? Ooh, I'm gonna try this out because I haven't done this in a while. Can I first? Can I cast Eldritch Blast? I think I have three now.
Yeah. The prongs, or yeah, that's the right word. The tips of your trident sort of just begin to both like all three of them begin to circle with eldritch energy.
Can I do two of them to the one that's off the side of the ship and then one towards the one in the back?
Yeah, absolutely. And as a note, this one right here took like clearly has like a giant chunk ripped out of it when he took a cannonball, so it's pretty hurt.
Okay. 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 Hopefully. I'll take that. 24 for one.
24 will hit.
15. 23 for the second one, and then the third one is a dirty 20.
Yeah, all over 20, those will all hit. Yeah.
Um, I'll focus on the one off to the side, the one that's obviously damaged, and then if I'll just focus on that one, and then hopefully
Okay.
drop it.
You're just
Those are
send all three.
D.
Because you fire them all at once, so you have to select
Yeah.
before. Yeah. Okay. So focusing fire on the hurt type. Fantastic.
$30 points of damage altogether.
I think you made the right call, my friend, because it is just going to be enough. You guys. So here's what happens. This. You guys are like, where'd Qiro go? And you're like, oh, I just gotta fight and whatever. And then there's this blast of water from the ground, and you don't know what it is. This could be another Kraken ability or some whatever. You don't see anything actually land, but you do see as Drystrom summons the lightning, and it creates that sort of. It creates this shadow across the canvas, like in Peter Pan, where you see like Qiro kind of like in shadowed silhouette against the canvas with this like crazy miraculous trident. And then the tentacle sort of like turns and readies itself to like strike at Qiro, and then Qiro lances forward with the trident. These beams just blast through the tentacle, and then it just goes limp and kind of back into the water below. Well done. Another tentacle dealt with. The big monster goes. It sort of wiggles its head in anger and pain.
I don't think about it. I think. No, that's it. I'm gonna say exactly where I am.
All right. Yeah, the canvas sort of flies back, and you see Qiro there holding on with the trident at the side, hand on the rope. Pirates of the Caribbean starts playing for sure. Incredible. I think it's gonna shoot a retaliatory lightning strike, a storm bolt at you, my friend. I think that's the only correct retaliation. Make me a dex save, Qiro.
Ooh, a deck. Okay.
You shot my tentacle off. I'm gonna shoot your face off now.
You chucked me to the depths of the ocean.
Yeah.
19.
19. That is a failure, I'm sorry to say.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you guys are fighting some mean motherfucker, that's for sure. That's gonna be 44 lightning damage. Shoots into you. That will bring us to Yvain and Happy. Yvain, you are upon dragon wings. Everybody's a dragon lately. What do you do?
Oh, yeah, so we're gonna lean into the dragon part of it. Uh so for bonus action, um she's going to undergo a draconic transformation, reaching out
Okay.
reaching out to the cosmos, as with all of her studies. She's quite learned that there are amethyst dragons that fly in the cosmos, and they hate aberrations. They're sworn enemy to fight them.
Excellent. Yep, you search through the cosmos, you sort of in your mind's eye, maybe through the vestige, you pass by dozens of constellations of great dragons who have been cast across the stars and in fame of their many deeds by Bahamut, and you come to one of these more subtle, almost able to, can only be seen from another perspective, but you can see it. And from it, you grasp its starlit power. Your wings fold around yourself, and then there's this explosion of amethyst light as you're like, we'll see that you've got like a Devil May Cry situation going on. You've got like amethyst like dragon armor across your body that's sort of glowing with starlight. Hell yeah.
All right, so
Definite Sailor
I'm
Moon transformation.
I have to check and see what the damage on this bad boy is when she like moves and breathes. Give me a quick moment. It's okay. It is a oh, all right. It is a D20 or a Dex 20 save versus a 68 force damage, or half as much on a failed save. And it's a 60-foot cone, so I feel like I can get some distance.
Oh, for sure. Sorry, what was the save?
Dex 20.
All right, this big boy, probably not too bad person. Oh, okay. That will be a 21 to save. He's got a little bit. So while this thing is a lumbering, massive creature, we'll say by the grace of its like immense psionic power, it can sort of foresee what is to come and kind of manages to at least get like a tentacle in the way or move itself to the side just a little bit to blunt the damage. What size cone is this?
60 foot.
Woo! Yeah, you're gonna get in there, no problem. We'll move you forward. I did say it was 10 for dry strength, so we'll move you forward 15 feet, and you will be well within range. Okay, so he'll take half damage.
Yes. So I will roll that. Just holy shit! 8, 8, 8, 6, 6, and 6. Wow. Okay, so
Nice.
8, 8, 8, and 6, 6, 6 are the numbers. So that's
8,
24,
8.
30, 42.
42. Well, that's
And then
pretty good.
half
Uh,
is
yeah.
21.
21. What kind of damage is this?
Force.
Oh yeah, we don't worry about force. That's excellent. Yeah, a blast of like draconic, like starlight amethyst, just pure magical power blasts from your mouth across the surface of this Kraken creature, which kind of closes its eyes and kind of puts its thick forehead into it and takes the brunt of it. Is there anything else?
So that was my bonus action. With my action, I'm going to sorry. Sorry, but yeah.
Got it. Go for it. No problem. Starry Wisp.
28.
28? Yeah, I think that'll hit. We gotta start laying the hurt on you guys. You guys are doing some tasty damage. Whoa.
It's
So that's what I'm seeing.
12 radiant.
12 radiant damage. Understood. All right.
And it's sparkles
amazing.
now.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Yeah, a very starry dragon. Incredible starry and amethyst. Would it be a Yvain dragon if it wasn't a shade of pink or purple? We love to see it. It's a glamorous dragon, that's for damn sure. All right, well done, Yvain. If there is nothing else, then that is going to bring us to. Damn, I'm gonna have to keep just throwing storm bolts at you guys because nobody's underwater, so I can't use anything else I've got on my my sleeve. So storm bolts it is. I think we're going to hit the ship again because really the ship is the problem. I got bad news. The ship does not succeed the deck save because it's, you know, kind of being unmanned, unhelmed, helmed as we are. And it's going to get hit with lightning and it'll be doubled because this is a siege monster after all. Does double damage. Not the dangerous deceit. So that'll be 74 points of damage to the dangerous deceit. The DDD, Dangerous Deceit damage. Fear not, the Dangerous Deceit wouldn't be considered bloodied at this point. It has 500 hit points to its hull. And it's only been struck once before. And if I'm not mistaken, that is around a little less than 150 hit points. We still got a very large pool of health left, but it is taking damage. Okay, that is going to bring us to Captain Nira, who is probably reacting similarly to Qiro. And says, "Get your hands off of my ship." And is going to, just mad woman, and just go, running. Just running. I think for now it's just going to be a dash because we're running out of tentacles to attack. And she fights she face-to-face kind of person, right? So I think she's gonna do like a little 60. She's gonna like get up on the ropes here. She's gonna start doing some like very Jack Sparrow inspired acrobatics, where she's doing the like drunk walk along the rope line towards the face of the Kraken. But I think that's all she gets off this turn. It's just a dash. She's gonna start making her ways towards the Kraken face. All right, Mr. Van Zyl, you are up to bat. You have disappeared for some reason. Here you are.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Is there a cannon shot on the tentacle that's moving right now? That one right there?
Yeah, I wanted to put it a little closer for simulation purposes. I'm gonna say absolute. In
that case, I'm gonna run and touch off whichever that cannon is.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be the one that's at the very, very end because it's a little bit more towards the bow. Yeah, you look across the hull. You don't even have to run over because you're a man of fire, and you just sort of kind of do a Roy Mustang from Fullmetal Alchemist across the deck.
I do have produce flame.
Yeah, a little produced flame over there, exactly. A little spark just kind of jumps like across the hull of the deck, and then hits the top of the cannon. And just boom shoots off the side of the deck. Okay, I gotta get out my cannon stats. Why don't you just roll me a d20 while I am conjuring the attack bonus? Here we go. It's a +6.
Be a 21 total then.
Then that will hit. Bada bing. Roll me 8d10 points of damage. Cannons are pretty dope. Cannons have got some punch.
Even 40.
Even 40. All right. This tentacle, again, a little bit towards more the bow, so maybe not quite as monumental damage as the original shot, but still, like, if this is the tentacle, you hit it like right there, and like it's right third of the tentacle, just blow a hole in a huge chunk of bloody meat off of the side of this thing. The entire tentacle, like, just like lurches sideways from the cannonball shot, and kind of you hear the from underwater, almost like a giant whale, sort of like from underwater, and in the pain of the striking. And while there's this initial like, oh, a whale, it ends with this like horrible like, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah. We feel good about what we're doing. Excellent. Is there anything else?
Yeah. Bonus action. I'm actually gonna send Red to the front of the ship, so I can get eyes above deck without actually being above deck.
Yeah, you uncork it, you pull Red out, water splashes in through the side, kind of hits Red, and Red goes out, and then reignites and kind of like does like thing where it kind of like taps its finger on the thing, like, how dare you take me out in such a wet space.
Yeah. I need eyes. Go.
It kind of like, if a hand could sigh, it sighs, and then it flies up as fast as it can, and eyes you have.
And that's bonus action, move. We're good.
Yeah, for the rest of you see, like, Red kind of doing one of these, like, as it pokes its head out from below deck, and everyone's running around, and it's like, and then it kind of flies up to give you eyes. Excellent. Last legendary action is gonna be, I got one thing I can do with my legendary action. I'm gonna take it. I don't think it's. My initial instinct was to like hit you with the lightning dreiser as like a curiosity to see like how that works out, but I don't think it's that stupid. It's actually a quite formidable intelligence, so it's not going to. It's like, wow, she's coated in lightning. Maybe shooting her with lightning would be stupid. So it's not gonna do that. With its 22 intelligence, it's gonna go. Perhaps not. Perhaps I shan't. Who should I shoot? What would be an intelligent thing to do? Probably focus fire. How about Qiro? Let's focus fire on Qiro. Maybe a dex save there, Pirate's Daughter.
Oh boy. Also, can I just say the fact that at 22 intelligence you now have an accent is hilarious.
Yeah, that's what you get. You get when you hit super level human levels of intelligence, you become like classy British.
That's what it is. All the ancient texts. Altogether, that's a 23. Better than last time.
Hey, that's a save. Well done. You'll take half damage.
I'll take it.
I'll take half damage. Hell yeah. So that is only going to be 18 points of lightning damage. As you kind of, and it like strikes the canvas for flavor. It kind of like ignites, not really. And then we'll say that the wad, like the rain, douses it immediately, but you get out of the way in time to only take a scathing burn. That is going to bring us to the Kraken's troop. Boy, oh boy, what can we do with our big old turn? Makes 2 tentacle attacks, and then a whole bunch of other shit. So let's start with the tentacle attacks. First and foremost, let's get that Avatar of the Storm Lord out of our face. How about that? That seems tactically intelligent. Yeah, this tentacle is gonna like... I mean, you see how long it is. It fucking goes like around the ship to like try and snatch you. We're gonna make an attack roll on you. Lucky, it's only a 20 modified. No, it doesn't hit. Okay.
No, still hits. I'm at a 19.
Hits. Oh, damn it. Okay, got you. In that case, you are grappled and restrained as it like slaps and hits and grapples you. And as all it's doing is trying to grapple you, but it's so immense in size that it can't help but being one of the most like intensely, like bludgeoningly painful, like crushing sensations. That is going to be 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Can I?
Yes.
To have more attacks. I'm scared.
I'm scared. Is that what you said?
Well, I don't know how many tentacles it's gonna try and send at me, but I'm gonna try and deflect this one.
All right, go for it. Yeah, this titanic skyscraper-sized tentacle comes at you, and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna block it." Watch this. I'm gonna block it.
I rolled a 10. Oh my goodness, I rolled a 10 plus 14. That's 24.
What did I say?
22.
Oh shit!
I know. I can. Oh my goodness! Yeah. I can throw it back at itself.
Yeah, dude. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Go for it.
It needs a dex save 16.
A dex save 16. A dex save 16. It rolls a 16 exactly. I'm sorry to say. It rolled a 9 as a +7. I'm sorry to say. But so you like storm Avatar, and this tentacle sails over the side at you, and Drystring just goes and like grabs it as it like tries to like get like still your hand doesn't even close to wrap. It's more like a this situation really. And the tentacle kind of lurches to like grab you at the top, and as it's coming around to try and like grapple you from over the top, you use all of that momentum and just kind of do like a Wing Chun deflection. You more or less, you don't stop it, you more just redirect it. You kind of like slap it into itself, and the tentacle gets knocked aside.
This is why she goes through her forms every morning and night. They're important.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. If there's one thing we've determined at this point for a creature with this intelligence, that you're definitely at this point a threat that needs to be grappled. I think at this point it's worth the 2 attacks to try and stop whatever she's become. So we're gonna send that second tentacle at you now. That one is going to be substantially more. That is going to be I think it'll be 35 to hit. It's gonna be a 35.
Yeah.
All right, you are definitely grappled and restrained. And you're gonna take so it's gonna be 18 points of bludgeoning damage. It wraps its tentacle around you. You are basically like up here now, like grappled in its tentacly hand. And I'm thinking. Well, I'll tell you what. In fairness, this tentacle probably would have came around to have been a part of that grapple attempt, which is probably good news for somebody below deck. And it's got one more special thing it can do. I gotta choose what I want to do. I know what I want to do. Ooh. You know all the ads about like don't you put it in your mouth? I was thinking about swallowing Drystring, but considering you're on fire with lightning, maybe that's not going to go down all that well. So we will not swallow Drystring today. No, we will do something else. I like you restrained, so we're not going to fling you. So I think we're just going to throw a good old lightning strike again. We're going to send another lightning strike off. Let's share the.
Or
No, not a dry syringe. Not a dry syringe. I think we gotta share the fun. Yeah, the tentacle came around, I got deflected by dry syringe, and Ember, you're like, great, and you're lining up for the cannon, and the tentacle's gonna kind of like lurch back, and you see it kind of lurch back, and lightning kind of, and it's gonna shoot through the porthole. I'd like you to make a dex save. I am going to give you a +5 bonus for 3/4 cover because it's shooting in a pretty small slot to try and get it. So take a +5 to your dex.
Okay. Be a 25.
Ooh, that'll save. Okay, you'll take half damage. Yeah, most of the lightning doesn't even make it through the porthole. Some of it does. And you, my friend, will take half. That is going to be... someone's blowing holes in my tentacles. Let's see. Half of that is going to be... That's going to come out to 16 points of lightning damage. Miraculous. All right, that'll bring us back around the top of the order. Drystern, you are grappled in the tentacly grasp. You are restrained. What would you like to do?
punch it a lot.
Okay, absolutely. You have disadvantage.
I would like
Go right
to
ahead.
punch it a lot.
Yeah, you like pull an arm out. They're like trying to try to do one of these. Go for it.
That is still a 22.
22 will still hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Can I try and stun it?
You can certainly try and stun this tentacle. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's too big a creature. That one nerve
Yeah.
bundle is
but...
going to get the whole creature.
No.
That is going to be a 31 to save.
Rude. But 9 fire damage to the face.
9 fire damage is good. It's fair. Yep. You're beating up this tentacle a little bit. You want to take another swing?
Absolutely. That is a 20 to hit.
20 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. He's a big boy. He's a little easier to hit. Yeah, really.
10 more fire.
10 more fire.
And then we're
okay.
and then we're dropping a key point for Fury of Blows. 3 more attacks.
Fuck yeah, go for it.
That is a 19.
19 hits. Roll some damage.
She has a plus 10, just so everybody knows. She has a plus 10, so that's the only reason she's making these.
Hell yeah, go for it, go for it.
Also, she's just gonna normal punch this time, and because, well, I guess it's because it can do bludgeoning damage, it does thunder instead.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Because
thunder.
of her storm avatar. So we'll
Got
see
it.
how that goes.
Understood.
Technically. 11.
11. The crack of thunder goes off with your fist, and it does indeed damage the creature. It seems to have no resistance whatsoever to thunder.
Let's go. Which hit of Fury of Blows was that? Was that the first one?
I think that was the first one, yeah.
Okay. We keep getting lower and lower. 18.
18 is just a hit. Just barely a hit.
Found its armor class!
Yeah, you found its armor class for sure.
8 more thunder.
Nice. Every blow is like... The sky cracks with every punch. I think you said you had one more because of your belt?
Yep.
Alright.
Not because of the belt, because of, I'm just that good of a monk now.
Oh, okay. Right on. Hell yeah.
That is another 18.
Oh, just get it in there. Hell yeah. Alright, go for it. Some lucky dice.
12.
12. Dang, dude. This
I have
tentacle.
about like I have 6 like different D20s I'm cycling through, and they're all my favorite D20s.
Keep them hot. Yeah, absolutely. I got you. I got you. This tentacle is holding on by a thread. You've really damaged it. It's still got you, but you're punching into it thunderously, and like chunks of sea creature like flying and falling off of it.
Um, as one of those hits, it's probably not gonna great, but with my elemental strikes, I can also push somebody away 10 feet of me with a 16 strength check.
Okay. It's
So
it's not
can-
going to succeed. His bonus exceeds 50.
Or yeah, I was gonna say it's strength save or saving throw.
Yeah, his strength
Yeah.
save bonus will exceeds the DC, so it is without issue he
Sad.
holds on to you.
Oh well, I'll end it there.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, he's a big guy and size does equal strength. Unfortunately, incredible. If there's nothing else from Dryson, yeah, a fine round of attacks. That tentacle it's on notice. It's on notice. I will say at this point, guys, like the water around the ship is filled with like chunks of like, you know, in every superhero movie where like Superman like punches and then like a corner of the building comes off in like chunks of rubble and dust. Imagine that, except it's chunks of Kraken flesh and then the mist is like blood. So this all around the ship now, it's just like bobbing chunks of flesh the size of any of your body, and the water is just like a purplish red with Kraken blood. It's you guys have done an obscene amount of damage to this creature. All right, well done, Drystrand. It's getting a little desperate. We're gonna start bringing the thunder, baby. It's time for another storm bolt. Who's getting it? Who's getting it? Who's getting it? I mean, it's better to have one less person on the field, so we're gonna focus fire on Queen of the Trident over there, who came back to life. It knows a lot, but it doesn't know everything. Like how you came back to life. So let's see if we can undo that. Make a dex save, please.
We are both asking the answer to that question, sir. Don't worry. There's a support group. It meets on Tuesdays.
Let's find out. So much it goes.
Deck save 22.
32 is just a failure. I love these high ICR creatures. I love the reactions I get.
This is gonna be so great. Qiro's so mad. Because if I die again, listen.
That's gonna be
Third time's the
41
charm.
points of lightning damage. 41.
Get it here.
Still alive?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, it's your turn. It's your turn, barbecue.
Oh, that is unfortunately. Okay. First, because ow and ow again. Can she use her bonus action? Can she use her bonus action to expend 3 of her healing light die to give herself back some hit points?
Absolutely. Do you have a new pact now?
Yes, I do. I have the Pact of the Blade. Which
Oh, okay. You didn't change your full patron or anything?
No, I think Galdrick. I think we had that as the celestial patron, and then I didn't know because I think it was either celestial or undead.
Yeah, I said pact. We can do it another beat. It's all good. We can say that like it's all good. We can do like I said pact. I meant patron. That was my flub.
Oh, okay.
We could do that later because you have to go back to the Raven Queen Temple and be like, give me my memories and everything. So that can come later. It's all good.
Oh, there's a priestess she's got to see. That's going to be a fun day. Anyway, she heals 11, 15. It's 15 plus 3. No, it's just 15. Okay, so she heals 15 points. In the true spirit of Peter Pan, because she's been inspired now, she's going to click her heels together and cast Fly. and take off. She has 60 feet. Can she make it from where she is right now to the tentacle that's holding on to Drytron still?
No. She's pretty far off, but you can start making your way there for sure. Let's see, 60 feet. Yeah, you're gonna like get to here, and Drytron's all the way up here. You're probably gonna want to. You're gonna need like a dash or another round or something like that.
Can she? I'm gonna do it now. Can she? No, I'm gonna leave it. I was gonna do something. I'm gonna leave it because I have an idea. She's gonna stay right there.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right, then that is going to bring us to another lightning strike. That is going to be Qiro. Make your next save. Focus fire.
You know, I choose to take it as a point of pride that all these evil things are obsessed with me.
Why are you guys?
I choose to
obsessed
take
with
it as a
me?
compliment.
It's
Right?
crazy how you guys can stop thinking about me. That's so wild.
Just 19 is 23.
23. Yeah, 23 saves. Absolutely. Okay, that's gonna be. There's so many dice under the water level here. I've lost track of. That's gonna be 15 points of lightning damage. I do need a DC 10 con save. Shouldn't be. Oh, you're
that's
fine.
right.
You're fine. Your bonus takes care
Oh,
of it.
that's right.
Yeah.
I
That's such a
forget.
great thing when you're a caster and you hit that 9 minimum con save, because then it's like even when you roll a nat 1, you hit the 10s and you're basically like immune to low damage like con checks. That's cool. All right. Anyway, Yvain, the Starry Dragon. What would you like to do?
Can I fly to a point where I'm like I think it's 60 feet away from Mask Cure Wounds?
Yeah. Let's get you up there. I assume for the ladies up in the tentacles, not my fellas below deck, because they've been taking a real.
Yeah, if I could get Mum too, I would love to.
Yeah, Mom shouldn't be too hard to hit. Okay, let's see here. So you got 30 feet of speed? What do you got?
60 I'm flying.
Oh, you're fine. You're gonna be fine. I'll get you to the minimum range, and then we'll move you. No. I'm still there. Sorry, 60 feet, you said, for the healing, right?
Yeah, I just want to be able to do the Mask Cure Wounds, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna, breathe on it again.
Excellent. Okay, that's only going to cost you. We're going to call that 35 feet to get into range.
All right.
We're trying to hit. Oh, actually, whoop, misdid that. Sorry. I have a. Sometimes depth perception isn't the easiest on this thing. So you were at 35 here, somewhere over the rainbow. Okay, let's try again. You're gonna get there. It's just a matter of figuring out. Yeah, we're gonna still call it 35. You get there. It's all good. We'll call it 40. I lost track of it. We're gonna call it 40.
All right. And then Mask Cure Wounds, I think it's 5d8 for everyone. Let me roll that up.
Yeah. 40's correct. 40's correct. Okay, so you spent 40. You get in the range of Qiro and Drytron and yourself. Qiro ahead.
All right, so that is 27, 27. That would be 32 points of healing. Actually, hold on. No, wait.
Alright.
Yeah, actually, yeah. 32 points of healing.
32 points of healing. Understood.
Everyone.
So that would be for you, for Qiro, and for Drytron.
And Mama, if
Oh, yep, and Mama. Yep, she'll get it. even Yvain's like, and my second mother. or and mommy, whatever, whatever you want to put it.
It works.
That is several very long, very. Qiro wants to drink. Qiro will have a bottle of something handy when that conversation takes
You
place.
feel your childhood alcoholism coming back to you in this moment.
And they just accused me of not being up to snuff last night, so clearly.
All right, so yeah, so it now needs to make a Dex 20 save versus force damage.
All right, that will be a failure that time, but we will use our second legendary resistance to succeed instead.
That means it takes no damage. That means it takes no damage, doesn't it?
Usually it's half. You go ahead.
Oh, it is half. It is half. That is right.
Oh no! I deleted the tentacle.
Well, 'cause I didn't know if like a legendary resistance with specials. I don't.
No, it's all good. It's all good. No, legendary resistance is it just means you succeed instead, or the creature succeeds instead.
All right. 7 and 3 is 10, and 8 is 15. 5 is 20. 22. 24. 27 points of damage.
27 points of damage. Understood. And you're aiming at its head again?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Hey, gotta start working on it for sure. 27. It sort of reels back this time. We will say, like, if it's gonna be a direct hit, and we'll, just for flavor for the resistance, we'll say this, like, it pushes forth what psionic power it can to manifest this psionic barrier kind of blocks the major brunt of it, but some of it kind of floods around the side and kind of still emulates it, but not a direct hit. Okay, fantastic, Yvain. Well done. Damn. Stop unkilling my things I'm trying to kill. Fine, if you all won't die, I'm gonna kill your ship instead. That's gonna be a lightning strike on the Dangerous to Sea. It fails the dex save, of course, because nobody's at the helm. And that is going to be double the 60-10 damage. Look how this stresses out you guys. Actually getting hit. Oh, that was shit damage. That's only going to be 40 additional damage. Came up to 20, so 40. That was really, really embarrassingly bad damage. Okay, that brings us to Captain Nera. Who's we're gonna bend the rules a little bit. We're gonna rule of cool your mom. She's gonna go running up the top and go and go jumping onto the Kraken. The Kraken, like, in all of its intelligence and wisdom and whatever, was like what? Stupid worm? What are you doing? I've never in all my life seen a bug run at me trying to think it can kill me. But your mother is crazy enough and has no regard for caution whatsoever, and is just gonna like jump on. We'll give her an attack roll to see how that works out for her. I've never seen a person with so little disregard for their own safety. Alright. Oh, I think I tipped that by accident, so we'll give that the re-roll. Hey, it's a good thing, because that's an at 20. Yeah, mom comes in. Incredible. So it's not gonna be nothing. So, 8, 16, so it's gonna be 26 points of damage. As she, like, is doing the whole, like, slide down thing as the blade just, like, sliding, goes, and she gets, like, right to the eye, and she's gonna, like, grab it by the eyelid and take her blade and go fucking going into the eyeball a little bit as she's getting fucking covered in blood and gore. Again, Jack Sparrow style. Come on, Mama, show yourself. There you are. Okay, gotcha. All right, we'll say she ends up like over here doing battle with an eyeball. Okay, she gets advantage on this next attack because I did another nat 20. Oh my god! Holy fuck! That's gonna be 20. That's gonna be 35 damage. Jesus Christ! And then she's gonna go for her last attack. She has advantage because she struck successfully on the last one. Not a crit that time. So it's still gonna be 21, which will still hit. That's gonna be 14 points of damage. Yeah, that head is hurt. he be hurting. Kiro's like, that's my mom. by the looks of things. That's my mom, guys! Yeah, she doesn't have any kind of wildly magical vestige sword or anything. She's got... It's cool and bejeweled. It's probably like a +1 or a +2, but other than that, it's just nothing particularly exceptional. It's gonna lightning strike her because, ow!
That's understandable.
Your mother does not
God,
succeed her
Mom.
dex save. Unfortunate. Dive!
Go!
She does get a lot of legendary actions because we are in the lair. So your mom's gonna take 25 lightning damage, but she's gonna be just fine. She's gonna be okay. Thanks to the healing received from Yvain, she might not have been okay otherwise.
Thank you, Yvain.
Actually, I don't think I gave her the right amount of hit points. Yeah, so she's doing better than I thought she was doing. Okay. Ember Van Zyl, you are up to bat, sir. You are below deck. What's the plan?
Okay. Red is going to start by moving with move and dash
Okay.
to ensconce himself in the eyeball of the dragon on the prow.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see you. All right. I
Yep.
got you. This guy over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he had a little extra speed, so I'm gonna let it go. Yeah, you just kind of... He turns into steam and just kind of... And suddenly this dragon eyes go... that's red, but it looks cooler. It looks really cool. Yes, what next?
Okay. I'm going to make my way to the powder magazine where they store the smoke powder.
Here comes some shit. All right, what's next? You do something.
Bonus action, I'm going to place a bundle of dynamite in a cask.
Okay.
And for the action, can Red see the maw?
Make me a perception check as Red. Since Red is blind sight, I'm gonna forgo various issues of like smoke and other nonsense. So he'll just do a straight roll.
16.
The answer is then yes. Just beneath the surface, you do see that sort of, not unlike the picture that you posted. Yeah, the beak.
Action is I'm going to use a charge off the helm of teleportation to teleport an object that I can carry, which is the cask with the dynamite, into the maw.
Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. Okay. So let me whip out the teleportation spell super duper quick. This is awesome. This is fantastic. Oh my god. This is wild. It's gonna be a wild way to end this. Come on, teleport, you bastard. Stop trying to hide from us. Teleport. There it is. Okay. So. I'm going gonna bump you to scene casually. The beak is technically, but well, we're talking inside the beak. We're gonna say scene casually because you've been battling this thing well enough and you're gathering its autonomy and everything like that. I wouldn't say you're very familiar. I would if you were swallowed, if you got swallowed, but in this case, maybe not. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll D100. It's basically a 50-50. There's 54 to 100 is on target. Anything less, and it's gonna either be off target or someone somewhere in the world's gonna have a very bad day. And we're gonna see how that goes. You want me to roll public? Let me roll public. I feel like this is a public roll. This is a box of doom roll, right? If Mrs. Brennan. Okay, so to be very clear, it's 54 to flat zeros, which is 100. Anything less, it's a miss. Anything higher, it's a success. All right, here we go. Shake it up, the butt. Oh, fuck! It went off. It's fine. That's 91. That's a success. All right. Yeah. So Ember, you're thinking about it. You're like, okay. You're in his sight. You're like, I see the beak. I know the beak. I'm one with the beak. Go inside the beak. Come on, you can do this. Yeah, exactly. You're like, come on. And you like, please work. And you teleport. The all of the magic around the brim of it's a helmet now. So all of these runic magic goes up, and all of the power just folds in on itself, and you're like, and you hear boom, like a pretty powerful seismic charge goes off. That's absolutely gonna rock the ship. It's not gonna damage the ship, but certainly rock the ship. Holy moly! All right, give me a second here to work out the damage.
No worries.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to roll it. I'll tell you what. Okay, so that's a powder horn. That's a keg. There's a lot of these kegs. How much is your stick of dynamite? Let's start there.
Exandrian dynamite is 6 die 6.
6 die 6. Understood.
It is a DC 12 dexterity save.
He's not dodging this. I don't think he's dodging this. You know what? I'll give him the legendary resistance, sure, and say he like psychically tries to enclose, but it's not gonna matter. It's probably not gonna matter. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, how much damage was that? My apologies. How much damage was that?
6 die 6. Fire.
Okay, 66 fire. That's a great start. And then for a keg, it's 76 per keg. Now, this is Qiro's mother we're talking about. I don't think we skimp on the gunpowder keg spending allowance. How big is the cube that what you can throw? It's like a 10-foot cube, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna say 5 foot. It's gunpowder keg. We're gonna say 4 kegs fit into a 5-foot cube. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. So that's 4. So 4 times 4, that's 4 That's 16 powder kegs worth. Each one is worth 76. So that's gonna be this is gonna be the most amount of dice ever rolled in any table I think I've ever ran. 7 times what did I just say? Each one is 7, so there's 16 kegs, so 7 times 16 equals plus the 6. Would you do me a kindness and roll me 118 d6 fire damage?
Okay. I'm working on it.
Yep.
I gotta click it up.
Yep. You don't have enough dice?
No.
No. Okay.
Even if I go to my drawer of reserves, At 116,
118. 118.
118.
I would love you to roll it on D&D Beyond. The whole thing just fucking crashed.
395.
Okay, but we have it for all this work. Okay, so that's gonna come up to, let's see here, we got 15, we divide that, so 9 becomes 45, and we round down, so that 5 becomes 2, so we got, 47.
Now I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I am an elemental adept at fire.
That is...
So why don't we round it to 400 to make life easy?
Yeah, fuck it. Why don't we round it to 400 to make life easy? Yeah, we'll say you put a little extra, like, Ember stank on it somehow, however you do it. And what happens in, like, a split second, your mother is there, like, ah! And then suddenly, like, a 20-foot cube of barrels appears in its mouth, and she's like, boing, slingshotted off the side of it as he expands suddenly, like, significantly in his whole, and suddenly, like, I think it goes off immediately because all those barrels are going to crack from the pressure of being jammed into its mouth, and its face just kind of contorts, and then there's like no flash of light. I think its head just explodes. So here's the deal: 400 damage. Wouldn't exceed its hit points normally, but the damage you've done to the tentacle does flood to its total health. So accounting for that, 2 tentacles died. That's minus 200 to its hit points. So Ember, why don't you describe to me what the wonderful explosion looks like when it goes up?
As you said, it appears in there, and kind of by reaction, the beak closes.
Right.
Because there's something in my mouth. Close my mouth. At which point it looks like one of those seismic charges where you just get wow, and the top of the head just like does this.
Yeah, the top just goes up into the air. It's 3, 2,
And
1.
Everybody at the front of the ship is just covered in
just for sure
an absolute cloud of gore.
I will tell you what. Yeah, Dryster, you're fucked. You're just because it's wrapped around you. It's gonna like rigor mortis, and you're gonna go into the water with it. The rest of you are flying, but I think just from the sheer shockwave of meat and blood, and then just the air displacement and the heat, I'm gonna have Qiro and Yvain roll. I don't know. Let's call it strength save because you gotta stay aloft, stay on your toes. Sure, we'll give one for you, Embers. The whole ship goes for a second, and you get catapulted under the deck.
I am really pretty certain Ember eats floor with a 10.
Yeah, I think in this particular case, we'll say, yeah. It's usually a DC 10, but this is a little extreme, so we'll say, yeah, you just... It worked! As you're, like, going through the air.
Qiro got a 27.
Yeah, you're fine. You don't know what happened. It just exploded from the inside all of a sudden, but you hold your ground. What about you, Bryson? Oh, you're right. You're on a ride. What about Yvain? What did Yvain do?
Oh no. Oh no. A strength roll?
It's a strength roll, yeah.
Strength roll as your dragon, if that helps any.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, but it's still no. It was only an 11 then, so no. No. I can't imagine the 11 makes it.
Yeah, Yvain gets thrown, like, it's literally one of those, like, rip through, like, 3 sets of canvas as Yvain is like, like, is in, like, amethyst dragon armor and is just, like, cannonballed through the canvas and just... The good news is that the canvas is gonna, like, slow your roll a little, Yvain, as you're, like, flying through them, and you'll they'll hit the water back here, but you're good. I'm not gonna damage you. Just for comedy's sake, really. Yeah, but you hold your roll, and Drycerin, why don't you give me an athletics check as the tentacles like underwater, like writhing and dragging you in and around the water, underwater. You're being like waterboarded, basically.
Can I add guidance?
Sure, I think you would have enough breath to have thrown a guidance on yourself. Sure, as an action.
28.
Yeah, you, Stormlord champion, like pull the mighty strength of a dying, death-throwing Kraken, loosen you just enough to like push yourself up and free, and you just start swimming all your might up. Tentacles are like lashing around you underwater, and it's all you can do just to swim and hope you don't get rocked. You don't, which is lovely. But you get a clean sight of like the Kraken. It's like a squid body, basically, right? And where the tentacles meet the top of the head is just like off and like chunked, and just these 4 tentacles are barely held together by like meat, like disintegrated meat, and are like doing the final death throw rattles. The head of the Kraken is gone, and those barts are like starting to sink underwater as they're just writhing and not swimming or anything. I gotta roll a little fun dice here. Okay, great. Yeah, Ember, you bring your head up. You're like, great. Drycerin, you surface. Qiro, you look around. You see Mom surface, your Vane surfaces, everybody surfaces, your Mom's like... And then there's a big shadow. She looks up and sees the giant Kraken head. She goes... and then just gets... as it fucking slams into her. As she's underneath the... And you're like, oh, oh no! Mama! She'll take damage for that, but she's fine. He'll be fine. Yeah, you're like, oh no, and then maybe like, your mom's a good swimmer, obviously, and then maybe like a minute or two later, she like surfaces as that big rocket-sized chunk of top of Kraken head is just floating there, and she like, she's got like a dagger, and she's like, climbing onto the Kraken head for safety, and woo! That was take inspiration, Ember. If there was ever an inspiration to be handed out, that was pretty. That was certainly a way to end a Kraken fight. Dang it! Got me again with the shenanigans. I love it, dude. That was fun. That was so much fun.
I knew I was going to get mileage out of that dynamite eventually.
Wait a second. I was thinking about the powder too. You got there before the Kraken did. The Kraken was like, wait a second. I shoot like there's powder down there. Maybe I'll blow the fuck out of the ship. This goes on long enough. But Ember.
I thought about that when he sent a lightning bolt through the porthole. I was like, what are the chances that he accidentally sets off a kid?
I did roll like a luck check. I made it pretty slim because he was going through 3/4 cover. But yeah, he didn't accidentally set off any cannons, but could have, which could have fucked him over. He's smart, but he doesn't know how cannons work. Just because he's smart doesn't mean he received an education, you know? Let's take an early break. I mean,
Can't believe we ended this Kraken before break.
Yeah, dude.
This fight was gonna be the whole session, and Ember just said, "Nah, before break."
Yeah, so it's been fun. He's like, it's been fun. Okay, it's time.
That was epic, though.
But also,
so
that's
good.
the second time. That's the second time on this trip that Ember has seen something that would have ordinarily turned into a really big issue, and went, actually, no,
No.
no, thank you.
Sometimes the explosion is the right answer.
Yeah. Brute force isn't always the worst. Yeah, like even because I was going to say like his mouth's probably full of water, and that would have granted him resistance. But again, you're Ember who overcomes resistance, so whatever. Yeah. damn. Even with the legendary resistance, it wouldn't have. He's still screwed. He was still in big trouble. So you got him. You got his ass. Well done.
That was so good.
Oh man.
An ancient Kraken of the steering channel that was making the steering channel worse is gone now because Tack decided we had to go get a trident for Qiro.
We needed a fork, and it was in the way.
Hey, found the fork.
Now we have some
Not
calamari
just
for
any
it.
fork.
It's a very important fork.
Now I will say this about Table. If you guys had taken out all of the tentacles before killing him, he would have just left. He'd have been like, "Yeah, I fucking don't have any arms. I'm out of here." And then he would have just gone away and left you guys alone, and then might have became a bigger threat later on. So there was a way this could have become a larger problem, could have festered, so to speak. But yeah, you guys saw that.
Ember said,
Fireball.
I have the perfect fix to this, and it involves fire. It always involves fire.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not?
And it all was because I'm looking down my sheet, and I see the helm of teleportation, and I go, "Does that just cast Yeah, it just casts teleportation, and you can teleport objects. And I have dynamite, and I have somebody who will let me see. And when I string these all together,
yeah. The red thing. I probably would have hit you at the scene once or casually if you hadn't put red there. So that was a good call. But you rolled 95, so it was happening. it was happening. It worked out. Hell yeah! Glad to see it.
I'm glad we're done with the channel. This has been a most illuminating, life-changing field trip, and I'd like to get off the ride.
Yeah, you got your fork. You got your super cool fork.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, but where are we going next?
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do now? Hey, you got the Duragar and the fiery hammer of destiny down in the earth.
Oh,
too.
that's right. Oh,
That's an option.
Back to Kraghammer then.
Did we?
Kraghammer, not Crackhammer.
Said Kraghammer.
Oh, okay.
I was too far away
Depending
from my
on how many
computer.
drinks you've had.
It could be Crackhammer. You don't know.
Depending on how long you've been there and what you've ingested in your time there. But now, has Kiro's mom, she was chasing snake people for 2 years, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was harassing. She was harassing for sure, absolutely.
I didn't ask her about that because it had to do with a monk, and oof.
I mean, do we want to go take out the champion? We think that he's in Stilben. We think that the snake cult is in Stilben.
See who's there, see what the choices are.
I have an awesome new fork to stab things with.
It's true. And as a note, hey, your vestige vein, like, use it, man, because I gave you divination powers to give you some divine insight. You know, feel free.
I feel like she has been, and she will continue to use it. Had there been one more day where she had problems in the Straits, she would have reached out to something darker.
Fair enough. Oh, well, using your legend lore, and what did I give you? I gave you legend lore, and I gave you something else. At least at the awakened state. Yeah, you have legend lore and commune. Yeah, there is a 1 in 10 chance that it's something darker hears you.
Well, no, but like, there's my vestige has. Actually, I probably ought to find out which gods are on my vestige.
Each one is represented. All of the prime deities are represented, and Theros Doom is represented as well. In sort of like we can't do anything about it. This is the origins of its creations. But it's like Ion's number 1, The other prime deities are represented in sort of like, for the sake of greater knowledge, and then Tharizdun's like mark can't be wiped away.
So it
But
doesn't
it is-
have all of the other. It doesn't have all of the betrayers on it.
No, I would say just Tharizdun. It used to be, the lore behind it is that it used to be a relic dedicated to Tharizdun, and then it was transitioned by the clergy and the champion of Ioun into a more holy vestige.
Okay.
Yeah, so while the prime deity, other prime deities are represented there for the sake of like there being a breadth of knowledge, it is like an Ioun item that was once a Tharizdun item, and he's still kind of there pulling the strings a little bit, but it's Ioun. It's like 80% Ioun, 15% Tharizdun, 5% the other deities, kind of thing.
Oh, very cool. Very, very
That's
cool.
That's the idea behind it. Yeah. I tried to make it kind of based on like Yvain's thing, where it's like divine, connect with the gods, and like learn greater knowledge that other people wouldn't have, but also like with a possible exchange, because Yvain does a lot of like risky dealings. So I thought that would be kind of a cool theme to keep going. And now that your mother signed a pact to ensure that you can't be harmed by malicious pacts, it makes it all the more safe an item to use for you.
Mom!
Mom, that was super helpful to mine!
Love you, Mom!
Thanks, Mom, but fuck. Traumatized me.
Yeah, right? Alright, I'm gonna go get some. I'll be right back.
Nice. Alright. So, you all find yourselves back on the deck. You'll be glad to see that your father seems to be doing better, Qiro. Pretty much as you guys like back on the deck, he's like coming out of the cabin, like maybe a little bloodied nose, and he's like trying to clear it up. And he looks like night and day better. Like clearly the death of the Kraken has released him from whatever malady he was inflicted. And he comes over to you. He's like, "Oh, are you okay? Oh, this is very nice. Oh, look at this try. Give it to you. Let your father have a look. Let's have Dad have a look. Oh, come on. All right. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, wife, right? And he gives it back to, and he runs over as your mother like on the like pulls herself up. He's like, "Are you okay?" She goes, "Never better. And you guys all kind of find yourselves like back on the deck. The deck is covered in the body of sailors who are like a burst eye or a bloody ear or like a malformed head, or like each person here died to like a severe and immediate like blood cell popping like seizure. Where like the one person's eyes like bulged out of their eyelid, and like it's pretty horrendous. You'll also notice the purple lightning stopped. It's gone now. Everything else isn't gone yet. Like it's still got like there's the crazy spines and like the flesh and the fucking. You are still very much in a dark place, and the darkness of that creature left its fingerprint on this place. But the active weather, the active malady of its influence, the psionic, the lightning, those things have calmed. Those things are good. And it's almost like the murk in the air and the sort of discoloration is like beginning to abate, like a fog that's slowly rolling away. Your mother looks around, goes, "So, I don't know what exactly happened back there. One moment I was stabbing in the eye, the next moment I was thrown off of it. There was a boom, Kind of looks over to you, Ember. It gives you a little like, love you.
You may need to resupply your powder store.
So she's like trying to put the dots together. She goes, how?
Well, it was a combination of several things. We had taken a trip to Kraghammer, and I talked with some of the experimental artificers there and procured what they call dynamite. I placed a bundle of that within one of the kegs of black powder in your storeroom, and then I teleported about 4 cast barrels worth of powder into the maw of the Kraken.
She like looks from you to like Qiro to her husband, back at you. Goes, come here. Just starts walking at you. And she's gonna like grab you on the face and plant a big old smooch on your face. And then she wraps her hand around you and goes, "He's about as crazy as I am." And she's like, "That was a genius, genius. I want you have to tell me more of his dynamite. It sounds like a lot of fun. Can you shoot out a cannon?"
No.
I wouldn't recommend it, but I'll tell you what, I do have one bundle left that I'd be happy to give you.
She grins most most terrifyingly and will take this big stick of dynamite off of you and go and sort of wave it around going, "No, this is the future. I knew when I saw the cannons, I knew they were the future. And I look at this and I know it is the future." She's super happy. Dad's super happy, almost as if there aren't corpses everywhere. I'll say some members of the crew do sort of like start to sort of come out of the cracks and crevices out of like hiding, basically. We're gonna say like not all of them made it, but some of the people that you've known a lot longer, Qiro, definitely sort of like make it out alive. Like, I don't know, maybe there's like, I don't know, a fat cyborg cook who thinks that you have the makings of greatness about you, and works on the ship. Maybe he lived.
God. I know how that movie ends.
Excuse me. Anyway.
Could Dryson do like medicine checks and go around with spare the dying and cure wounds stuff? You know, priestly things.
Absolutely. Why don't you make me a medicine check? We'll see how all that goes.
Save as many people as possible. Nat 20. 23 in total.
Anyone who can be saved is saved. There are a couple people where there was probably some close call about it. I would say like the normal head officers generally make it out alive because they're the more veteran and experienced sailors in the crew, and thus, you know, larger hit point pool. You know, a lot of them are like heavily debilitated. I'd say like you get conscious, probably like the cook and the bosun, the head bosun and the cook, and then like barely hanging on. You save their lives is probably like the navigator, the you know, a couple of other like head crewmen. And these are people that you, Qiro, would probably consider like your aunt and uncles or what have you. I'm gonna roll a dice about a certain blue tiefling. I'm just gonna let Luck decide.
Oh no, you said navigator, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, she is the head navigator. That's right. So no,
She
she's
took
fine.
over after I left.
Yeah, she took over after you left. So yeah, she's fine. She's not fine. She's been spared of dying. But
Comparatively,
she will live. Yeah, comparatively, she's doing fantastic.
she died one less time in this channel than I have.
And technically didn't die. She nearly died, but she will probably say she died. Let's see. I would say probably like less than a quarter of the entire crew survives. Not including all of you, of course. Because you're kind of MVPs, whatever. But the major positions on the ship survive. Basic sailors, some of them you knew. Maybe there's like one or two old salts that you've known for a long time who don't make it. But generally, yeah, there's a pretty heavy toll on the deck here. But again, Bryce, when you save anyone who can be saved. Anyone else have anything they want to do?
How many dead... This is going to sound so bad. How many dead bodies are there still on board? Because if everybody's like, if we've taken count of how many of the crew is still there, about how many people is that?
I'll tell you. Let's see here. Worship can take 3 actions based on how many crew members it has. This crew had a crew of 40. Dad survived, Mom survived, Navigator survived, Bosun survived, Cook survived. So that's 5. The rest of them were probably just general sailors, or they armed the actual cannons. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, okay. So 5, and then there could have been like, and then it was a 40, so there would be like 35 other crew members. I'm just gonna roll d20 for how many more survive. 2. 2 other sailors. According to the d20. So yeah, 7 total crew members survive.
Out of a
Not
crew of,
including
you
the
said
party.
40?
Out of a crew of 40. You are now proficient with water vehicles, and you spent your life on ships. So I will tell you this. This is a mechanical above table, but you can translate that in-game as you will. On any given turn, the ship can take up to 3 actions based on various options. It can only take 2 actions if it has fewer than 20 crew members, and 1 action if it has fewer than 10. So currently the ship has enough capacity to take 1, if you guys all really help out, maybe 2 actions a turn. But that's okay, honestly. Actually, the steering channel is pretty fucking crazy. So
I was gonna say, because we got to the Kraken on day 3, so how close are we toward the end of it?
You're pretty close. You're pretty much out the other end. You can probably get out the other end by the end of the day. The ship took some damage. Your mother's probably going to say, like, we're probably going to drop anchor and consolidate and then exit. There's no sense, like, weirdly to hear out of your mother's mouth, you're like, no sense taking unnecessary risks after killing a Kraken. We want to get out of this alive, don't we?
How hard did its head hit you on the head?
It fell from the heavens so pretty fucking hard. I thought you were always wanting me to be more cautious, child.
Say cautious. I said
We can go right now if you want.
Oh no. You stabbed an eyeball today. I think that warrants a drink or 3.
That's what I'm saying. more time to drink. It's all about how you frame it. Maybe I should have said, let's take a night, celebrate, drink. Tomorrow we go.
Behind that. So long as nothing else
Excuse me for
pops
saying
out.
the dirty C word. Caution.
You're forgiven. I've
No,
listened.
no dirtier word.
Speaking of which, you and I should really talk about me and land, but after we've both had many a drink.
Okay. Okay. You look into her eyes and see a mother who knows that the greatest challenge today will not be the Kraken.
Yeah.
They'll have to be
I was
accepting, probably
hoping.
be accepting her daughter.
I was hoping the Kraken
land.
softened the blow.
Well, it softened something on top of her head, that's for sure. But the good news is, yeah. The good news is that with the crew that you have, even if you guys didn't help out, the ship will probably be able to operate. It'd probably be better to have you guys. It will make things certainly safer. To have you guys operating. You're gonna hate it, but it's probably gonna be like running the rudder and like tilting the canvas and basically stuff to like help with like turning and acceleration, deceleration. They're gonna have. She's like, I want to be clear though, we get into any more trouble, I mean, you got a fancy new trident, it's on you. Alright, we have a, as you can see, my deck loading, my gun loading deck is going to be in need of some new people to come aboard.
That was not. I didn't mean to put the family legacy in risk of sinking. I
You're talking about,
didn't.
child. You've only helped the family legacy grow more famous and glorious. No risk, no reward, eh?
You know what? You're right. You're right.
What's a little death in the face of eternal fame on the high seas, and wealth and glory, fame, and
Sure.
making the Plague King jealous.
Only you.
And that bastard Shirku Marine, wherever he is.
We actually, huh?
He's probably off
We were
doing
supposed
something
to.
exceptional to make me look like a fool. To make me
He's
look like
outside
I
of
am not as
Redis.
great a sailor. Huh?
He's outside of Redis. He's trying to avoid being taken by the snake, the assassins. I'm sorry, my brain is not working very well. It was a big thing we just did.
You're
But yeah,
telling
no.
me I stay a Kraken in the Searing Channel, and he goes off to fight single-handedly an army of snake assassins by himself?
Yeah, actually, it's sort of exactly what happened.
He thinks he's better than me, I know it. I know it because you told me.
Oh,
He's like
I mean,
stranded,
again,
right?
What was that?
He's
but they keep. I guess they keep destroying his canvas, so he can't sail.
He can't get off the island he's on.
Yeah, they
Whatever.
did kind of strand him there.
His party's
That was
going
the other
after
part.
him.
He's been marooned?
Yeah.
Good, buys me time to get ahead of him. Oh, what you looking with a frown face about? He'll be fine. He always is. He's Shirku Marine after all, huh? He'd be the first to tell you.
This is true.
His
He's
people are
probably
going.
got some second crew backup that's coming to save the day or something like that. Next thing I'm gonna know, I'm gonna show up at a tavern, and I'm gonna come in and say I slew a Kraken with my own two hands, and they're gonna say, well, are you Shirku Marine who slew an army of snake assassins? He was stranded and marooned, and then a second attack force of special adventurers came to save him.
Yes, that
Because
sounds
they're all
like
in love with. That sounds like so. Yes, he's. Make no mistake. Whatever plight he's in, however desperate, He's just using it to try and get a leg up on me. He's obsessed with me.
I mean, isn't everyone?
Right, you are, my dear. Speaking of which, we need to celebrate. We need to celebrate. We have conquered this. Well, we don't want to count our gold before the end, but we have nearly conquered the Searing Channel and its dangers, huh? With at
Killed the
least
Kraken.
a drink, and we'll have a proper sea party once we're on the way out, huh?
Yeah, like the thing to do.
All right. She looks down, picks up a bottle of rum, and kind of flicks bits of Kraken meat off of it, and some of the blood off the side of her coat, and she kind of gives it a couple blows off the rim, and takes a couple. And I'll hand it to the next person.
She'll take it. Qiro will take it. Listen. Oh. I can't remember. Did we roll con checks for this last time?
Yeah, we did a con save for this last time.
Oh god, because it's rum. Oh, it's pirate rum. Oh no.
Pirate rum, yeah, hell yeah. She goes, it's important that it's strong, so if we need to perform medical services, we pour a little rum on it, make it better.
Or you need to forget everything that happened in the last 12 hours.
If you need to have a wound clean and get drunk really fast, you just pour that bitch right on it. Goes right into the bloodstream. And cleans the wound.
Tastes like home.
Yep.
Oh,
there you go.
Tastes like home. All right. Con save for her is a 24.
You're good. You're doing good.
Listen.
You take some
She's
gold,
not that new.
pass it over. Your mom and dad both come. They were like a little worried about you. You know, they were like my daughter isn't a proper alcoholic. And they're like, they both look at you, they're like, okay, so flip. She's good.
First day jitters.
Yeah, first day jitters, that's right. First day jitters.
No, Qiro, pass the bottle on.
Your veins like right there.
Go for it, make your con save. You put some of those back, it fucking burns like liquid fire. This may as well just be like absinthe, but worse.
21.
Okay, yeah, you handle it pretty well. Yeah, you take it, and you surely... even the captain is like, ugh. There's no getting around it. Actually, she probably doesn't, because she can't taste anymore very well. Yes, for you, Qiro, you're beginning to redevelop your taste buds again, now that you've been mainland a little, so you're like, ugh. And you're like, but you don't get drunk on.
So, it's robust.
Keeps you warm at night. It just fills you out.
Yes, it does.
Dryce will grab the bottle from Yvain.
Right, so I am curious though. When it tastes like that, doesn't it make the yakking worse? Certainly, people upchuck on the seas.
22.
22. It's like think of it as conditioning. You know, get used to the sea, get used to the dizzy, right? Dreister and just fucking like fucking Zeus comes down, like still probably like He-Man and comes down from the sky. Like, your mom's like, whoa. It's like yo, Dreister. They didn't tell me the Storm Lord was a dragon. Yeah, when you rolled very well, yeah, you just like, and then you probably like a little lightning zip comes out of your mouth. I gotta imagine for someone who literally like eats lightning or shoots lightning from their mouth, I gotta imagine the taste buds are a little fried. just a little, especially for resistance to lightning, not immunity to lightning. So you probably handle it better.
I think we've connected Dragonborn to Asian culture so much. I think spicy, she can handle.
Fair enough. Yeah, you come down as like the sky god and just like pound it and make no like reaction because your taste buds are already a little sizzled. I will say, what the hell is his name? Yeah, Kiro's dad is he'll take the bottle, he'll pop a little bit of it, he's fine. And as the bottle's getting about empty, he'll hand it to you, Ember, and he says, to the man who set fire to the rain. Or that didn't quite work. To the Kraken.
Yeah, no. I like my taste buds. I need them.
Oh. Yeah, and Nira's like, oh. The Captain Nira's like, oh, whatever. As he's like, fair enough, man of good taste, man of good taste. And yeah, one of the crew members like, rum. Okay. He passes it. Goes, well, whoever left that bottle of rum rolling around the deck is lucky he's dead, or else I would have made him dead for leaving that out in the middle of a fight. I'm gonna go find one. Yes, and I think your father's gonna actually like be about business a little bit, and he's gonna like taking pieces of meat and going whoop, into the water, and just go check the canvas stores, and yeah, it's gonna be like a really like low key like chill out, help out around, maybe like get things ready to go for tomorrow. Let the people almost died sleep, I guess. Whatever.
Qiro definitely helps her dad like prep stuff as much as possible, while also stealing her mom's bottle every now and again to take a swig.
Yeah, your mom keeps finding. Actually, she starts getting bottles out of like the proper store. That one was like a spare, but she like, yeah, and you take it from her, and she's happy to let you take it. She goes, "Is this what you was looking for? Got me coming in here for a fork?"
In my
I'm
defense,
just kidding. You and your brother likes your tridents.
Actually, that reminds me. And so the trident of the her vestige, that's what she's been attuned to. And I think just reflexively, whenever she's not using it, she just keeps it tucked in its little pocket dimension, especially because it is now a vestige. And so that is like a giant magic beacon. And she's like, hey, maybe I don't have this on my person. And so I think she pulls Dower's trident off her back and offers it out to her mom. And she says, this weapon belongs to this ship. And honestly, I should have asked before I took it. And for that, I'm sorry.
She looks at it. She sighs to see it. She takes it. Not that she doesn't like it. Just that there's just a lot of weight behind it, obviously. She looks at it and she kind of, does the sort of spin in her hand, fidgets with it a little bit, and looks it over and feels the points and smiles and remembers her son. She goes, we pirates, Qiro, we don't ask before we take. And me and your father knew. We knew how much you love your brother. We love our son too, but it's yours. He would have wanted you to have it. So you keep that, huh? You keep that, and I'll keep the dangerous deceit. And then when you're ready to be done with all these farces on the mainland, you come on back, you take your place at that wheel, and you find a nice spot for your brother's trident. Alright?
Oh, I will. You'd ask me. Actually, I guess it'd have been about 2 years now. If I'd have ever willingly set foot on this ship again, I might have called you crazy.
You call me crazy anyway.
You are. And also, none of this. I couldn't have done any of this without you. So, thanks for being the craziest person I know, I guess.
Oh, she just gives you a big motherly hug. a big mama hug. She gives you a big old hug. And she says rather more seriously than usual, she looks at you, she goes, "You listen to me, little fish. You go swimming, you go doing your adventure. But I'm always going to look after you. Even when you don't know I'm doing it, I'm going to be looking after you. You're my daughter, and I love you, and I love you more than almost any. Maybe I'd like to see it a little bit more, just because you're
She's made you a lot more gold than I have.
she has. And she's going to make you a lot of gold one day, too. No, you won't. We all go gallivanting. We all go looking for something that we don't have. Because we're greedy at heart, we people. I know. I'm greedy. Your dad's greedy. It's greedier than I am, believe it or not.
Oh, I do.
I see. Yeah. We people not good, Qiro. People not good. People are greedy and violent and mean. But we're family. I'm gonna love you forever. I'm gonna take care of you. And you're always gonna have a place here.
After the world's done ending, I think I'll take you up on it. Though you may have to make room for two. Maybe.
Two. Who you found?
Maybe someone that gets it. And someone that could use a vacation that he cannot be forcibly removed from.
I honestly thought it was going to be a she from you.
Honestly, for a long time I did too. He kind of...
Listen, Qiro, it's okay. You know, we all may be greedy, greedy villains at the end of the day, but we're also free out here, Me and your dad, me and your father, we don't believe that people meant to love one, You bring your boy out here, and you find yourself a small little thing to share,
He's going to have so many heart attacks on this ship, and it is going to be the best thing for both of us.
So it's not too far a story from me and your father.
Fortunately, I am your daughter.
Yes. Well, you enjoy your giant fork that you found. You keep your brothers. You put it. You put it wherever you want. Maybe it hangs on a wall wherever you're staying on the mainland right now, or on your back, or whatever you please. You do with it what you want. And then you come back one day when you're ready. And while you're out there, and everything's all serious, you remember the world's been ending since it started in the calamity. It's been ending since the schism, over and over, and it never has. In the end, everything's gonna be alright.
Yeah, I actually think I'm starting to believe in that. But for tonight, I drink. Because that Kraken is way bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Good. All right, let's get out the good stuff. We'll wait till we're out of the channel for the extra good stuff, but we'll get out some rum for tonight. And she'll start loading bottles into your hands to take up deck, and you and anybody who's trying to recover some wounds in a hammock right now is gonna be given a bottle.
Oh yeah, no, she goes and takes a crate and drops them off to each of them so they don't have to get up before she takes them up deck.
Yeah, you just one bottle will be more than sufficient. In fact, a couple sips or couple glugs from one bottle will be enough for anyone. Save your mother, who is probably the highest alcohol tolerance. Save top 10. Probably drink with grog. We'll probably drink with grog.
I was gonna say her and Grog have so much fun on the weekends.
Yeah, those two would get along.
God.
Yeah, you hand out some bottles and everybody can just get sauced as they wish. Yes, unfortunately, there's nothing more savory than anything less spicy than just like bottles of like neon green rum on the deck. So for people of a more disciplined palate, shall we say, such as you, Ember, it'll be hard to come by something a little less intense.
Very easy. I have a ration's worth of fresh fruit, and I can make a gallon of wine. So it's sangria for everybody. Or
dude,
if you're all drinking that,
well.
I'll just drink this.
Yeah, you get some sangria. Some people are like, "What are you not there?" and yeah, no, people, yeah, sangria is awesome. That's great. That's hilarious. Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
can actually make ice cubes for mine.
Very nice, incredible. Never underestimate the culinary powers of a warlock, I guess. Incredible. And you guys have like a good night on the sea where you just get a little sloshed and fire lights are lit. The place fucking reeks. In fact, the smell of rum like burning the inside of your nostrils is not as bad as the smell of rotting Kraken carcass. Which is all around you. Your guys are in ground zero, so it's probably a welcome relief that you can't smell by the end of the night. And yeah, you have a good night. I think your dad definitely hangs out with Ember in the sangria parties. Like, he goes, this wonderful. He's like, this is great. And Eska will hang out with you, Ember, and if you allow, he will happily drink some sangria with you. And yeah,
I made a gallon. It's plenty.
it was stunning powers and abilities that you have. Kiro's trying to, I've had a true about to try and explain all different types of magic, wizards and sorcerers. So, what kind of magic wielder are you? Are you a wizard? You a wizard? You seem perhaps refined and like a wizard.
Mine comes from two separate sources. Part is born out of a bloodline, which I discovered as I matured, and the other is by dint of a bargain I've made. I have been blessed with some of the power of a being much greater than myself.
Oh, I see. And that's he's like trying to remember this. That's the bloodline. The technical term is sorcerer. Am I getting that right?
Yes, I believe so.
Excellent. And a bargain. That's a warlock.
Indeed.
Yes, good. Getting a handle on it. And he did roll well enough that he's actually kind of knows the names of it. He goes, you made a bargain. So yes, I've always been interested in warlocks. You made a bargain for magical power. How does one get into a bargain for power?
How my patron discovered me, I'm not entirely sure. My mother and I were in a little bit of a dire situation financially, and her health was less than good. So in exchange for a period of service, I got her in a position where she was much better, our financial situation got turned around, and I have been working at improving my usefulness for service.
See. So they kind of find you. It's not really like a marketplace or anything to go to and
Not
pick out
not
nature.
not so much. I get the impression that in some cases warlocks may reach out for specific patrons
Hmm.
uh because they are drawn to the spheres of influence that are germane to that particular being, whether it be a a deity, a dragon, whatever that powerful entity is.
I
Um,
see. I see.
in my case, I think that it was likely uh, I was drawn to somebody who shares an affinity with part of my bloodline. He is from the elemental plane of fire.
Ah, I see. I see. I don't know if I would particularly get along. I mean, I feel like I can get along with anybody. but fire and water, opposites do attract, but perhaps there's a watery someone of that. I don't know. I'm in the market. I've seen what you can do. It's very impressive.
My patron does have a coterie of cousins, I
Ah,
guess is the best way to put it. Uh, that
oh, excellent.
that may have a similar opportunity. I know that occasionally they will pit us against one another as part of a one-upsmanship between them. Uh, but they are all looking after a similar outcome.
I see. Well, I mean, give them my name.
Oh,
Put me
I'm
up
happy.
there.
I'm happy to pass it along.
Excellent. Well, thank you. Yes, please tell them that. First mate Esker, the dangerous deceit would be, yes, if you say there's a sort of a watery cousin, then maybe, perhaps I might be in the market. I had heard that warlocks must be, they must have a skill of personality. Yes.
It it certainly helps to be personable.
Right.
It
To bargain for.
it makes it makes your ability to barter with your patron improve, and their general acceptance of you as a courtier to them. Um,
Courtier. Oh, I'd see myself as a
uh,
courtier.
I think for some warlocks and patrons, that's the type of relationship that you get. I think with other patrons, the relationship is much different.
I see. I see. Well, if you think, I mean, you seem to be doing well, if you say so, and if you think it's a good idea, I mean, or a bad idea, they're not making the best ideas out here. But if you please give them my name, I'd be interested in making such
Can
a deal.
can you be excused for a few moments?
Oh, sure, by all means, I'll just take my
At which
celebrator.
point I will pop him and myself into my ring because
Yeah.
I can actually take people in.
Yeah, he's my. Yeah,
This
he's
is
looking around.
this is much more comfortable.
Yes, I said you are. You were given this.
Indeed.
Oh, liking the idea more and more. Yes, yeah. He'll hang out with you in your abode. Were you gonna try and use like the abode to like try and contact Lord S? Was that the idea?
Uh, I don't I don't know if I've
Or were you
actually
just kind of
got.
hanging out was the flavor, was the idea?
I think it's just hanging out because I don't think I've got contact patron yet.
Got it. Yeah, we'll say like because Esperix kind of pops in every now and again, and considering you're in such like a watery domain, maybe that innate connection's a little thinner as like a flavor. Um, but yeah, nonetheless, you're inside the ring, and I think you have like a sky. You're basically are like inside the ring. So there's like a murky skylight of ruby of what's generally going on outside, and it's and there's like oh. But yeah, he likes your yeah. He hangs out with you in your abode, and he's sold. He's like this. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, give them if you think it's not the worst idea in the world, give them my name.
I I I have a very good relationship with my patron.
Ah,
Uh,
very good.
he has specific needs. I make sure that those are met. Uh, in return, I get a modicum of his power to aid myself and others as best I can.
Uh, and if helping people was a part of it, I mean, I'm not beyond. I'm not.
Oh,
I mean, if I could control the sea, far fewer people are going to fall and drown at sea. That's for sure.
um, I don't know what the particulars of what my patron's cousin might provide. Mine are all very very tied to that essence of flame, um, but not universally. There are some pieces that are power tied to him, but are very much rooted in my skills and personality.
I see.
So it is a mix of our wills that manifests a particular uh, uh, a particular endeavor.
I see. I feel very well. I am quite intrigued. I am quite intrigued. And as a first mate, a certain level of power of personality is required. So I think I'm it as well sounds within my capabilities to maintain, perhaps. But yes, do let me know. Do let me know of that.
Ab- Absolutely. And the nice thing about this particular space is when it is yours, you can come and go, bring what it is that you can carry in and out
Yes.
um, once a day. Eventually, you can bring, as I've done with you, bring other people in and out. But usually, it's sufficient um, to handle your downtime when you're not on watch or on duty. Um, so it frees up berth space, which on a ship I think would be very useful.
And I have to say, as for like storing, say, coins, jewels, illicit items stolen from mercantile ships, an excellent space for storage.
I do keep my wardrobe in here. I've got I had a stove made, so I can I can cook. I have enough space to allow for some hospitality and a place to rest that's reasonably secure. I can hear what's going on uh, in the area around where my vessel resides. So, uh, it would be easy enough that if you wanted your wife to carry the vessel, that you could be in proximity, even if there was a reason or a demand not to be.
I'm sold. He's like, here's to you. You are quite the salesman, it seems. And he will cheers you on that. Absolutely. Yeah, he's like giddy. He's like, it's the start of a new chapter. Um, absolutely. Cool. We'll steer away from that for a little bit. You guys continue to like chat and enjoy. Anything for you, Drystrom? Just want to check in over there real quick.
I think if she's not needed for heavy lifting, she's gonna be trying to help with the wounded and just, if anything, make sure people feel comfortable.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah. You treat and you did, and you have, and you will, and treat the most like dastardly wounds, and then kind of move forward. And then once the bottles were handed out, like anyone who was in pain was very quickly not in pain, and then anyone who was awake was very much not awake. And yeah, things begin to clear up, and you have some minute to like kind of chill out and stretch out and enjoy the victory, as much as your nostrils will allow you to. Indeed. Yeah, at a certain point, Yvain, Captain Nero will make her way over to you. And she'll just kind of like, lean on the side of the ship next to you. She'll kind of like look away and around. What do you know about
Absolutely.
ships?
Nothing. I've been on yours and I've been on Shirku's.
You want to know? You want to know the most important thing about any ship?
I want to know how you flow with the chaos the way you do.
Come with me. Come with me. She and Qiro, you see your mom pulling her like prime move. She like takes you to the front of the ship, Yvain, where there's like the big dragon head thing, and she says, "It's all in the hips." she, and she's like, you catch your sea legs. They call it your sea legs, but it's about the hips. You gotta move with the water. You gotta move with the ship. She's a woman, right? You gotta feel her. And she's like, come on, let me see it. Let me see you move. And she kind of like goes beside you. She's like, move the hips. And at a certain point, she's like behind you, like with her hands on your hips. Like she's like, here we go. Let me help you up. There you go. Now you're moving a little bit better. But no, the sea, the wild mother, she's a woman. And the ship, any ship, she's a woman too. And you gotta learn how another woman moves so that you can help move with her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
It's not enough. It's not enough to be a woman. You have to know how other woman moves, yeah? Every woman's different. Every woman's different. But we got similarities, all of us. The sea, the ship, the captain. Yeah, come with me. I'll show you. She's got a bottle of rum. She hands you the rum. She's like, come with me. She like takes you by the hand.
Yvain's very drunk already. She's been drinking rum since
So yes, it's the battle. Yeah.
since we survived. Since like what the 12 of us
Yeah.
Of 40 survived.
Yeah, she moves across the ship. A certain like laughy, friendly familiarness is coming over her, and she's like, and she'll take you to the captain's quarters, and she'll teach you how a woman moves.
There we go.
Incredible, and we can fade to black over there, Qiro. You see, you're going over there, and you're they'll be haunted by what your mother's doing to a friend of yours. Um, yeah, cool, excellent.
But that was actually a very valuable lesson. So
Take it from a famous pirate captain.
well, you said she handled the chaos better than anyone, and she didn't have a vestige.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
So she's got something.
Yeah, you're a student. You're a student in the arts of chaos. I see.
And I've got like a little piece of Thera's Dune in my head, so since this chick seems to know how to deal with this, let me take a lesson.
Yeah, she's a very good mentor. She's a very good teacher. And yeah, you're asking about chaos and stuff. She'll say something along the lines of like, you guys are there in the end, like, cigarettes and everything, and cigarettes and sweat. And she's like, here's the thing about, chaos, yeah? Everyone says, Arathis, the law bearer, justice and honor and codes and what. That's all well and good. And, they'd be right. It's certainly the opposite of chaos, right? But I wouldn't necessarily say it's how you survive chaos. It's how you get rid of chaos. But if you gotta go into chaos, you gotta have a little chaos in you. You gotta flow with it, right? The sea's gonna come at you. It's gonna hit you with a wave you wasn't expecting, right? You don't shy from the wave. Your whole ship tip over. You move into the wave. You flow with the wave. Things not going quite right. You let it be. You let it be. You go with it. You find that vantage. You move in the direction you want. You gotta be mercurial. You gotta be like the sea.
I like that.
she'll be pretty happy. She'll be, and she says all of this very matter of fact, like she's she's some deep philosopher of chaos or something. Like she's like for all of her pirating and all of her criminal activity and everything. There's a wisdom behind it all. It's like the heart of a sailor, the mind of a philosopher, or something like that. I don't know.
Very
cool. Incredible. Incredible. And night will come. Darkness will fall. I think your father will be somewhat biffed at some point, Qiro, that like not biffed, but like a little like, ah man. He's like, well, since your friend Ember is gone and exploded the Kraken, there's not much left in the way of trophies, unfortunately. And he's like looking around at all. He's like been poking at the debris with the long stick or something, trying to find something. It's just chunks of meat, and all the tentacles have sunk down. He's like, I mean, it doesn't have any bones. I wouldn't even know what to strap to the side of the ship. Oh, my mother's gonna be disappointed.
Dad, something tells me this isn't the kind of thing you take as a trophy. This is the kind of thing you let sink to the bottom of the ocean before it curses anybody else.
You raise a good point. You raise a good point, Terry. Yes, you do. Shame though. I mean, there's a Kraken. It's the bounty of it's the greatest bounty, the greatest hunt of the sea possible. Oh.
Mom will have stories for it for years to come, and they will get more and more exaggerated as the years wear on.
And we will be no small part in that. There will be no small part in that. What do they say? What do the Stormlord folks say? They say the victor writes the history, something like that.
That does sound like something Drystrom would say.
I like your friends, Qiro. I think you have a very good group of friends who have the right influence on you. Not too good and not too bad.
Thank you. You and Mom
Actually, they're pretty
seem
good.
to be.
You could stand to have a little more, you know. I say this as somebody who was an accountant, you know. It doesn't hurt to have someone around who's a little more evil.
Of all of them, of all of us, I am the bad influence.
That's my girl. I see. All right, that's my girl. Well, you keep that. You keep that.
I don't. It's just land makes things so complicated.
I know. You know, for all of the rum and the shitty food and the seasickness and the really intense alcohol and really, aside from the fact that it's basically like living on a prison most of the time, it's very simple. It's a simple life, right? And an exciting one.
I hope, with everything that I have, that this Kraken is the most terrifying that this ship sees in the next 6 months. That would be great.
Oh, you know your mother. She's going to be on the hunt for something even bigger now.
Oh,
Now that
I
her
am.
dreams of slaying a Kraken has been achieved, she's going to be on the hunt for something. But next thing you know, we're going to be hunting the Plank King.
I wouldn't say that too loud in her general direction. I have a feeling she's taking suggestions.
Well, we'll keep that between me and you then. We'll see what she conjures up, eh?
Oh, I know who she's sitting in the captain quarters with right now. I have a great many concerns about it.
Oh yeah, is it that Yvain girl? I know she's had her eye on.
Mm-hmm. It
Good
was.
for them. Good for them.
Ugh.
Your mother says it's a part of being a captain. It's important research, she usually calls it.
That's also her job.
Well, they say if you pick a job that you love, you never work a day in your life, right?
They say that. I have a feeling a lot of people that say it to make themselves feel better. A thing I learned on land.
Hmm.
No,
Oh, well.
they complement each other frustratingly well. So I'm sure they'll have their fun. I'll get over it.
Oh boy. You always do. You always do. Now. Well, better get some sleep. And he'll kinda drop the pole in the water and it was probably more like a board from broken piece of the ship. He just kind of tosses her in along with the other rebel and yeah, just gonna get some sleep. All of you can get a long rest. Your dreams are not as mysterious and wild and shocking and disturbed as they have previously been. Which is great news. You have, since your first time coming into the Searing Channel, have a peaceful sleep. And when you wake up the next morning, especially you, Qiro, well, I mean, I say peaceful sparingly. Like, maybe some of you are not used to sleeping on a ship, and it's a little weird. I imagine Drystrom being, you know, the storm god is probably okay on the sea, and all of you are pretty skilled adventurers. I'm sure you guys are fine. But yeah, you all sleep fairly well. You sleep fairly well. Okay. You wake up. Some of the people who were wounded yesterday are back about business. You probably wake up to the sound of like as the head bosun is patching the ship. Luckily, the ship wasn't damaged enough to be taking on water, which is great news. Yeah, and the ship is made. You probably spend a couple of hours in the morning replacing canvas and making sure that the hull's good to go. And then there's a right now, Captain. Your mother probably steers. Your father's, he's doing the first mate thing, and then the head members of the crew are like doing the grunt work a lot, and you guys are probably paired up with those individuals. Your mother's probably steering. Now that you guys are short-handed, the precise hand should be on the wheel. Not that yours is not, just that she has been doing it longer. And yeah, this time it is a little bit more careful. You guys are a little bit slower going through. Wheel turning, and your mom's like doing the, here we go. She's like doing the whole parallel parking thing over here. She's not parallel. But after a couple of more hours the next day, like maybe like around afternoon time, mid-afternoon, the dangerous descent finds its way into open waters. There's a certain point where the temperature starts to drop, and you've come out of this like weird, mercurial, sort of like planarly supernatural weird zone, and you realize that you guys are very far north at this point. You guys are, in fact, tremendously far north. As you come through the Syrian Channel, you're actually about as far north, getting as close as Lyrenborg, which is icy. And the chill definitely starts to hit, and I think the rum is being passed out a little bit more out of necessity than out of fun, because that keeps you nice and warm. I think some thick leather coats are passed out that they would have aboard the ship for, because even in the heat, the tropical heat where pirates like to linger, it can get cold in the storm and the wind, So some thick leather coats are passed out. Nothing too large to worry about. But you guys come out. You come out the other side. Ironic. I mean, it's so funny to me. But it makes sense. Whitestone, like, there's just no way it has a port. It's just like there's no way it has a port of any kind, because it's on such elevated ground and it's surrounded by mountains. And then everything itself is just like thick, deep, supernatural dark forests. And it's like they're not making their business on water, unfortunately. So your mother is like, well, we're out to the channel. Shirku Marine can stuff it, because we made it through now, and probably harder. I didn't hear about no Kraken in his story. So we made it through, came out the other side, and now all we gotta do is travel the frigid depths all the way to the Osgood Sea and down south to a moon. And that'll only take a month. Oh, don't y'all worry. Don't you all look at me like that. I know you got bigger, better things to do, and you got apparently the power to teleport. Not as beautiful or free as a ship, but, Here's the thing with travel, right? You travel too fast and you lose the freedom aspect of it. That's what I find. Suddenly, there's expectations on you now. That's why I never wanted to be famous for being the fastest captain on the sea, because then everyone expects you to get everywhere a little too fast, and then you can take some time for yourself, But anyway, you got business to do. You got to go far. We're gonna have ourselves some drinks on this ship, and we're gonna just mosey our way south. And then we're gonna pick up some crew in a month, and we'll see you there in like a month's time.
Keep your eyes open for a white dragon. He's a coward, so if you do enough damage, he'll run.
She looks back at her crew, and the bosun's got an arm and a cast, and the some people are like hobbling around. He goes, we'll figure something. We always do. We're hey, what's the we don't have any gunpowder, but we don't have any crew to man the cannons anyway. So we'll be creative, as we always are. She looks at the front of the bow of the ship. She's like, What do you think the chances are I could ram a dragon?
That's all.
Well, maybe I'll find out.
We'll
We
try.
took down a Kraken, we go take down a dragon.
It's true.
Make it back to port in one piece, please.
I always do sweet thing. I always do.
Enjoy your trip. See you in a month. So long as we don't get caught in another time situation.
Yeah, you'll make it back in one piece. Don't be telling me to make it back in one piece. Don't you go disappearing into hell for a fucking year again, eh?
That was unplanned. But fair.
Well, such is life.
Take care of yourself. Take care of Dad.
I will. I will. We take care of ourselves. It's just going to be a little cold. It's just going to be a very cold vacation as we travel all the way down to Oman. No big deal.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Qiro. You take care of yourself now, girl.
Oh, I know you'll come get me if I don't.
I always know my ways to find you. She'll go over to you, Vane. She'll like kiss your knuckle. Give you a little wink. And then Aska will say bye to you. Ember goes, and thank you again for all this wonderful brochure on patrons.
You're entirely welcome.
Yes, and yes, you're welcome back anytime, my friend. It's good to have a man of class, folks. Drystring, you're paid off every respect and especially by the crew who are here. Like, you're pretty popular amongst the crew. You're like, I would have fucking died, says one of them. Like, you know, me and the boys, you know, we pitched in together to get you something to remember us by. And they give you a bottle of rum. They give you a bottle of rum. This is, you know, we had to scrounge up some back pay, but it's from us to you. Say thanks, eh? It also seconds as an excellent explosive, and also very good for sterilizing wounds. So it's a multi-purpose sort of gift, you know. Because you know you're a dragon and you make things go boom, and you also, you know, help heal people, and you can also drink with the best of us, right? So we thought it would be fitting, right?
I will cherish it. It'll be drinking in moments of great accomplishments.
The bosun kind of like looks back to the rest of the other crew members. They all nod to each other like, we done good. Well, you take care. You find your way back to us, eh?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, we're saving the world currently, so I don't know how quickly we'll be back, but I'm sure we'll be back. There's a lot of things that go wrong in the sea. A lot of evil things like to hide underground. Wouldn't be surprised if there's some hiding more in the water.
Oi, listen, you're hiding under the earth, and you go pop up and get somebody. Can't do it if they're on the sea. Think of that.
And for that, I'm grateful.
Old Joe here, he ain't stepped foot on land for the same reason. Had a bad turn with a giant badger when he was young. Hasn't set off the ship and ever stepped off the ship since. 20 years he's been on the ship. Shit can't burrow up underneath you if you're on a ship. The captain says you never expect a badger to dig up under yours and get you when you're on land, but you always expect to fall in and die. So at least you know what you're up against.
See, I'm just concerned that now that you've said something can and will burrow from underneath the ship.
That's why you should stay aboard. That's why you should hang out with us. The food isn't good. The pay is shit. But ain't nothing gonna be burrowing up from under you.
Okay, think about this. I stay here, the world ends. No more sailing.
The way I see it, you know, the world ends and the mountains are falling and people are taking over cities and such. You know, wouldn't the safest place then to be on the water? No one owns the water but the War Mother. Alright, you think about it. You think about it, eh? The captain knows all kinds of wisdoms, eh? Taught all of us boys a lot. All right.
You somethings.
Yeah, she told us something also. She also told us that it's illegal to buy ice cream in a mall on Tuesdays. So be careful.
Are you guys only in port on Amon and Tuesdays?
Sometimes it happens. And they look genuinely worried at each other. But be careful. Old Billy got picked up for it. But then again, he did rob a guard, so it might have been for that. But either way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, I think I hear somebody. I gotta go help Limp.
Yep, me too. This is getting awkward. All right, bye. I got things to do. And you guys go your separate ways. But you can add a bottle of rum to your inventory. Why isn't it? That's fine. Awesome. So you guys all gather up. You all get out that big old helmet teleportation. You got some choices to make of destinations. Yeah, Stilben was brought up to go hunt down some snaky people. There is a pretty potent fire vestige hanging out around where the Duragar are, who apparently are allied with Torog's champion and are planning to assail Western. So there's a kind of a two-bird, one-stone situation there, a vestige and cripple the enemy against Western. There's Western itself, which has been having Ravager problems. The world's full of problems, and there's only one group of you guys. So, what's your next adventure?
Where are we going, Ember?
That is a excellent question.
As a note, I don't believe you've checked in with them since you've been back, but the Cobalt Souls Vault was your... Oh, no, yeah, since you've been back, they became your patron. You could check in with the Cobalt Vault and see if, like, they have somewhere specific they want to get you.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to check in on Western generally, to see what their situation is kind of overall.
Absolutely.
I think that's the choice, is check it with Western and the vault, and see which way the wind blows.
Excellent. Then with that, a zap later, and you guys know of teleportation circles in Western. I'm not worried about that. The helmet that Ember wears glows, and then all of you are pulled away. And quick as you come, feeling yourself sort of expand infinitely, painlessly, and then back into yourselves as you guys basically displace space and time in a moment's notice. Well, in the context of Dungeons and Dragons, this is conjuration. So maybe the flavor is that the helmet begins to like glow with runes, and sort of feeling the sorcerer fiery power of Ember, a big circle of flame appears before all of you, and then kind of burns open a gate, and a little sort of, we'll say, like, all of you step through. You step through, and behind you, it goes out like a fire extinguished. There's the ground behind you is like black smoke, like smoldering on the ground, like when the Bifrost is used in Marvel and the ground is like steaming. A little smoke is left behind, and you find yourself back in the fair city of Westrun. Westrun, Westrun. Well, let's go to Westrun. There we go. I'll change over the Roll20 so we have a good old reminder of what kind of place we're in right now. You find yourself in Westrun. Plenty to see, plenty to do, and it's entirely up to all of you guys. If you have personal destinations to go to, if you want to divide and conquer, if you guys all want to head one way together, where do you head? What's the plan?
I'll check in with the mayor's office if Yvain wanted to check in with the soul. And if anybody wants to come with me, they're welcome to. It's probably apt to be a little dull, but because usually anytime I go as far as City Hall, I end up in the taxation records. So, just be warned.
Terribly useful, though. More than once.
Oh, without question. But, it is what it is.
I will take myself to the vault.
I'll head to the vault with you, Vane.
Welcome to come with me.
I'll go with you, Vane.
Bryce will go with Ember. Not the first time they went to tax records together. Why not the last?
Yeah, absolutely. To the vaults you go. Okay, Cobalt Soul Vaults. So that's Yvain Drystrand by the sound of things. Kiro.
Oh, I was gonna say
Yvain
Yvain. Yeah, Yvain and Qiro are going to the vault. Ember and Drystrand are going to the mayor's office.
Got it. Okay. Oh, why don't we handle mayor first? Why not? Yeah, we'll get to the vault. Okay, Ember, Qiro, you guys head to the mayor's office. Just gonna pull up that info quick. Westrun, land of Westrun. Okay, beautiful. All right, you get to Westrun, and you guys find yourselves with the Retriever Guards. The soldiers welcome you in, and you guys find yourself very quickly ushered through with glad welcome to meet with Lord Mayor Lysandra Kallios, the Goliath Mayor. Things are very busy here. People look to be hard at work. There definitely seems to be a dominance in the sort of like military area where there's like, maps and charts and sergeants and captains of the guard and whatnot around. Clearly the city is looking to defend themselves lately. You make your way in, and the Lord Mayor sees you all and is a little surprised. Welcome back. I admit, I'm surprised to see you all. I usually get some wild dream from your oracle before you all arrive. It's not usual you come just so suddenly. Well, welcome back.
Thank you, your lordship or ladyship, whichever.
Doesn't matter. I'm the man. I think we all know each other well enough. I can simply be Lysandra, Lord, Lady, Mayor. I don't care.
It's been a while, and we knew that Western was on the cusp of more serious altercations with the Ravagers and their ilk. And before we started on any other project that was going to keep us occupied, we thought it important to check in to see how Western fares generally, if there's any particular need that needs to be met.
Well, I can't say I'm unhappy for your interest. There's always things to be done, but I do not want to, of course. Well, I don't want to. Well, what's the word? You're all very busy people. You're all very terribly powerful people, and I don't want to. I don't know. Ask your assistance for things that can be done by guardsmen, by more simpler folk. As of right now, we are in a little bit of a stalemate right now. The Ravagers have largely found their way into the Bramblewood and seem to be consolidating their efforts there. There are, of course, the normal raids they tried to conduct, and we've been defending ourselves well since then. They, I assume, have been sort of consolidating their forces in the Bramblewood and doing whatever that may be, but we, in the same margin, have been training new recruits and preparing ourselves for whatever they intend. We usually don't get back scouts from the Bramblewood, so it's hard to know what's going on. This is all to say that you have done immensely exceptional work on our behalf, and we are absolutely thankful. I shall tell you what. How is this? Yes. And she is going to procure Sending Stone, and she'll slide it across the table. She'll say, if it isn't too much to ask, I expect that there is going to be a confrontation at some point. I assume you are all capable of traveling very, very quickly across the land, yes?
Indeed we are.
Excellent. Well then, let me say this. Let me not get in the way of any important matters you must get to, but allow me to lead you to Sending Stone, and should there be any sort of states of emergency, you will be informed, and we will be glad for your assistance. I expect the time is coming, but they're waiting for something, and we're not terribly sure what.
Okay. I will keep this on my person, and we will be keeping a close watch onto it. And if there's anything at all that we can do, feel free.
Thank you very much.
Time.
And again, there's always plenty to do if you wish for more simpler tasks. But I know your capabilities, and I do not wish to burden you with simple things. So, we'll be sure to reach out when there is a great need for it. And thank you very much. Thank you very much for your forthrightness. Western owes you all much, and we will call upon our defenders if the need comes.
Okay.
Yeah, and she will pay you a due, and she will return to work. Yeah, it seems to be they're just in a state of consolidation, and so do the Ravagers, which is interesting. Meanwhile, in the vaults, Cobalt Soul, you guys make your way there, and very quickly you are going to find your way into the company of the Curator, who is your usual contact. Yes. Curator. Solomon Roth, I believe his name
Roth,
is.
yeah. Rothtree.
Solomon Rothtree,
Yes.
yeah.
Solomon Rothtree, good memory. Yeah, Solomon Rothtree sees you all come in and goes, again, as always, looks haggard and overworked. He seems to be in a perpetual state of it, whether of his own fault or not. He says, "Oh yes, welcome back. I see you all are you all disappeared on us for a hot minute there. How have things been since what was the last job I had you all go? Which was the yes.
We killed the Kraken though. In the Syrian channel. It's dead.
Oh, that's incredible. I will be sure to inform our expositors. And the proposal abroad. That'll be that's excellent news. Oh, why? Why did you go to the Syrian channel and kill the Kraken?
Found this.
You? Yeah. Oh, wow. He looks at awe at this. If you wouldn't mind, very interested to look at this. He looks it over, and he's looking it over with a scholar's interest, and kind of wags his finger a little bit. And he kind of leaves, and he invites you guys to go with him, and he goes into the vast reserve, and he's walking around looking at the library books, and climbs up the ladder and does this thing, and like library ladder wheels across, and kind of and he'll pull back a book, and he'll make his way down and kind of look through it. Yes, this is this. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the trident of the drowned below.
Same one.
You know, when I was young, I was really into pirate stories, and there was this one story of this one captain, this ghost pirate captain, who, sailed the sea, and he had an armada of ghost ships that followed him across the sea, and he was a feared and dreaded pirate that traveled the oceans with an armada of pirate warriors, and they say he carried a trident of black pearl, just like what you have. How marvelous! There's all kinds of conflicting stories, and I think this is the best way to end a fiction, of course. They're like, some say that he was a servant of this, or a servant of that, or he used to be with the Raven Queen, betrayed the Raven Queen. But I've largely always believed that I'm trying not to say the Dread Pirate, Robert. I really want to. I really
fits so
want to.
well.
I want to, but I know I shouldn't.
Listen, we already have Henry Cavill. There's a really buff, really rugged Henry Cavill walking around Alexandria somewhere. They're cameos. And we have a Jonas brother as a bard. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, there's a Jonas brother bard running around. Oh fuck, I forgot I did that.
We have cameos.
Yeah, fuck it. Because yes, he was the Dread Pirate Roberts, and he was. But no, I largely believe from all of my readings, because I was a big fan of his episodics, he did not actually sail a ghost fleet, but he did pretend to strike fear into the hearts of his enemies, and had command indeed to some degree over the dead sailors of the deep, and had a miraculous ability to escape death. To escape, untimely demises. There was a couple of times where they thought he was dead and his fleet was wiped out by the betrayer gods, and he kept coming back. And it was a marvelous tale. I have entirely ran away with myself. I am now realizing this has nothing to do with anything relevant to the modern day. I apologize. And he hands the book off to a nearby monk who already has a stack of books to like put it back on the shelf. Goes, anyway, come on. Let's go.
And she will tell him, she'll say, to the contrary, you've actually told me more about this weapon than I think I would have learned on my own.
Well, I don't know what power it currently has. I know what it looks like is miraculous, but it looks a little different than what was described in the books. They say that the Dread Pirate Roberts have the power to call forth the dead of the sea to drag people into the deep and such. I expect that there's some interesting power stored within that thing.
The commanding the dead part, I'll keep you updated on if I find it. The coming back from the dead part, that is a weapon thing, and that is also a patron deal.
Yes. Pays to be aligned with the god of death. Anyway, and fate, of course. How to defy fate, you know. Anyway, so, welcome back. And we'll see, you know, status report. You guys give the report of your latest adventures and whatnot. And he goes, well. And he goes, so, the way I see it, you have a great number of vestiges. And you mean to go after another one. I think it's due time that you got your friend of fire, his vestige. I don't know how much a hammer fits with his usual proclivity, but vestiges are very hard to come by. Although if they were easy, we would have a bunch. But it is a thing of fire, and maybe is worth grasping. The way I see it, you hit a number of birds with one stone. If these Duergar are really here to attack Western, you can defeat them at their leadership and force them to recall. You can gather a vestige. You can help out Kraghammer by taking out one of its neighboring rivals, if that is something you want to do as a side quest. And lastly, if they're in alignment with the champion of Torog, maybe this is an opportunity to strike a blow at the betrayers and defeat a champion.
I love that.
If you
Because
defeat her in
that-
her lair, there's nowhere for her to run to.
That champion in particular, I've been wanting to have words with.
I could go for a rematch. And Qiro she'll like twirl her trident and then dismiss it. Especially now that we've got some upgrades.
And if you were to upgrade your warlock friend and all of you are armed with a vestige. And besides, all the research in vestige states that a vestige grows in power, the more in sync it grows with its wielder, the more that the wielder grows and overcomes challenges. By facing these challenges, maybe your vestiges will garner greater power.
I think that seems like a really good idea.
Sounds like we're headed back to Kraghammer.
All right. Excellent. And by all means, I mean, listen, you take it from a guy who puts too much on his plate all the damn time. Don't string yourselves out before you get down there. If you need a week, take a week, right? You know, if you burn out, then you're going to be no good to anybody.
Talk to Ember. We'll see what he wants to do. He's been contemplating quite a bit.
Very well, very well. And yes, if I'm not mistaken, your friend Ember, he has some deeper connection with the Changebringer. And,
Yes.
yes. Who knows? Who knows? We will continue to search, but as it stands, what vestiges you possess and have sought out is what we've been able to conjure up, aside, of course, from the ones that we know are wielded by, say, Vox Machina. And we know of some that have completely disappeared. But these are the best ones. And you all seem to be fairly well equipped. So, by all means, take some time to figure it out. Our resources are always available to you. And you've been doing good work. Do you need money? You got money. You want money?
Well,
That's the
good,
thing
I
you
mean,
do when you hire mercenaries. You give them money.
generally speaking, yes. Let me get with Ember. We should go
All right.
check in with him, see what he's going to do. We'll be back. Yeah, I'm sorry, B.
Give it a minute. Hang on. He kind of like goes to the back and he opens up like a fake bookshelf and like kind of hides it. And
My Elmirage just started meowing here lately. I don't know why
Well,
have
so-
you started to
I don't
meow.
know. It's strange that you have a rabbit or a hamster rabbit with a unicorn horn that meows. It's very quite a creature, quite a creature. And he will pull out a bag of 1,400 gold pieces. Well, 140 platinum, we'll say, because that's much more transport. There's only so you don't mint platinum anymore, so enjoy it. And he'll put down some platinum pieces for you guys. 140 platinum for the party.
Well, we'll get this distributed appropriately.
Excellent. Very well. May the knowing mentor, make sure you learn stuff. Get out of here. And he'll go. He
Thank you,
immediately goes
Qiro.
back to working on it, and he's got a stack of paper, and he's like,
Get some sleep.
No. I'm like half elf. It's not really anyway. Everyone knows all half elves are insomniacs, okay? Because half of us trances, half of us doesn't. We don't know what to do.
It's true. It's true. I can attest to that.
Yeah, and you're a half drow, so you have no perspective, you have no inner chronological, you have no Arcadian rhythm
None
whatsoever. My condolences. I have it pretty good.
Oh.
And he'll go back to work, and yeah, you guys can reconvene.
Qiro, is your silence spell on?
Sorry, I was trying to do math in my head for
Okay.
the gold that we got. But if we're all meeting up, Qiro, when everybody meets up, Qiro walks up to you, Ember, and hands you the bag of platinum and goes, "So we got paid, and I'm gonna give this to you now before I lose it."
Okay, that seems fair.
But she'll go, "There are 140 platinum in there. I couldn't. The math in my head was not mathing the way it should have."
Oh, well, I can accommodate that easy enough. By joining it with the 30 we've got in the slush fund, why doesn't everybody take 34 platinum pieces and that way you have some that you can lose.
All right. Magnificent. We'll say you guys come back to your usual haunt, and young Ulf is like, welcome back. Hey, it's good to see you guys. Come in, grab a seat, get you some grub, some drinks. It's good to have the defenders of Western back in Western, right?
Good to be back.
You see, there's a picture of old Ulf, the original Ulf, on the wall, like over the fireplace, like arm on the bar kind of thing, with a big old archy grin. And yeah, you guys are invited. He goes, hey, listen, we got to we finally found my uncle's will. He said, you guys drink free. You guys drink free in the town.
Well, that's fantastic.
So let's pour one out for old Uncle Ulf. He goes, I'll mop it up later. And yeah, I gotta bring you guys drinks, no food yet. And you guys can take a minute to chill out.
Okay. Where are we going?
Kraghammer seems to be. Oh, sorry.
No, go right ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, when we talked to Solomon at the Soul, he said that Kraghammer seems to be tackling the most issues at once.
That's my takeaway as well. It puts our opposition somewhat on a back heel, and it at minimum will keep those forces from becoming as much of or none problem wise, depending on how it ferrets itself out. We've got a Lincoln call out back to the Lord Mayor. So if there are any critical issues here, we can get back to here. So I would think that Kraghammer is probably the way to go, but I understand that it's underground and y'all might have had enough of that.
All right, so earth spells and radiant spells. Got it. Is there anything we want to bring with us?
That's a question I can't even begin to answer. I don't know a whole lot about the Duergar themselves. Perhaps the folks in Kraghammer can give us a tutorial or some guidance, and we can take it from there. They were going to do a little bit of research on the hammer and the situation anyway, so
And we can check in on the temple.
did you get an opportunity to go to the Raven Queen's temple, Qiro? I know that was on your to-do list. I don't know if you wanted to do it here or elsewhere.
I have got a feeling that there is a lot me and her need to discuss. I was supposed to go back to the temple in Vasselheim when I got the trident to get my memories back, but it seems she cut out the middleman, so I have those back. Good news.
Oh.
Also potentially good news, my trident may help me control the dead at some point in time. Right now, it's just kind of keeping me from not dying an untimely death, which I appreciate.
I would say that's a rather large upside.
But she will find me when she needs to talk to me. If she needs to talk to me, me being in a temple just makes it easier for her to nail me down. So, if we need to get to Kraghammer, I have no doubt that she will let me know if there's anything that I've missed.
That's fair.
Yvain. When we were before we got to Shade Barrow proper, you remember that champion of the Raven Queen that that Bev summoned?
No, no. Yes, I do. That's Daxiodon.
He kind of maybe actually no, he did show up again when I grabbed my oh geez. I completely forgot. I got stabbed. I died. Technically, I've now died in the channel twice. I forgot. A lot happened.
Let's explore this, yeah?
I died and I
Go
came back
to
and
the
I had all
heights.
of my memories back.
Okay.
It was and she will she because in this moment she does process like, oh, I got stabbed in the chest and then like so she does like she's like, wait a minute. He was there, he stabbed he stabbed me with the trident and then I died and then I came back and then I got shot up through the water. Oh my god, Yvain, there is like a giant skeleton mass at the bottom of the channel. It is like the Raven Queen of Malura's greatest creation and my greatest nightmare.
I see.
I think that's about it. I think I remembered all the important things. There was a lot of screaming. There was a lot of Kraken everywhere. I think it might have gotten in my mouth at one point. It was. But I'm okay, relatively. I think.
All right, so Kraghammer. We go knock Hammer Sheila down a peg. And if you wanted to see the Raven Queen, I'm sure there's a temple there. Or did you want to do that here? At the temple here?
I guess I can pop in really quick on our way out. Just in case.
You pop in.
Fine, I'll go. What time is it,
You
actually?
you have a way, Yvain, to get in contact with Alistair to see how they're doing?
I do, actually. I'll have to wait until tonight. I can.
If they're in a pinch and need the assist, I think that's even a higher priority.
I can check tonight.
Okay.
And there's no reason we can't stay in Western one night.
Oh, absolutely not. We should take an opportunity to get some rest and then see exactly where those last couple of outside items need resolution and take it accordingly from there.
I agree. I agree.
Okay. Sounds like it's time for a little rest in Westruun, a little preparation for what is to come. And it's getting to be that time. So why don't we call the session there a little early? And next session, we can have like a week of downtime maybe, and you guys can